Well, good morning. I feel like I saw you guys late last night, and then now it's going to be an early morning stream, but I have exciting things going on today. Well, this afternoon, evening. Kyle's coming home today, so I'm extremely excited about that. But I thought about some things last night, and I want to run some things past you guys, and I want to talk about it because I got some questions. Are these folks that BJ is surrounding herself with and claiming that they are BJ friendly, basically her white knighters, her go getters, are they setting her up? Because not one of these people that is currently around her could stand her or her friends, people she's aligned with, about a year ago. But we're going to talk about this. Good morning, everybody. We're going to get going because I want to talk about last night a little bit further. We didn't play much of that. I want to play a little bit more of that because I find it pathetic, those white knighting for her and who it is. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a good day so far, wherever you're at in this wonderful, not flat earth. Hey, Chris. Hey, Bayou, babe. Harry, Pointer Lover, Marcy, Haley, Pika. You're good, Pika. Instant Karma, Teresa, Skip, Breeze, Rocky, Jana the Nana, Natalie, Crafty Girl, Freeside, Thor, Slim Pickens, Note to Self, Tootsie, Facts and Truth Only, Please, Lady K, Catherine, Coffee Addict, Jason, Much Endeavors, Flower Nana, Amber, Moon Magic, Never Say Never, Perry. Jason, you didn't miss a whole lot. Wash, rinse, repeat, and we're going to kind of do a glance over some of it anyways. Hey, Tammy, Cinda, Cheryl, CK, Electro, Sheila. I know. Sheila, you don't have to be here. Go back to sleep. Hey, screenshot this. I just wanted to get this out of my brain because I find it interesting. The very people she's surrounding herself with could not stand her. Now, meanwhile, they say these channels that she surrounds herself with, I'm talking about Brittany J. I'm specifically talking about Clip Punk, who they refer to as Punky. They've even got a nickname for her now, which is hysterical. Clip Punk is one that emailed me 30 plus times, like a year and a half ago. Just random fucking shit that I had no clue what the fuck she was on about. She kept sending me emails. She was pissed off because people she thought I was friends with were in Morbid's channel and she couldn't stand Morbid. But now she's clipping on behalf and clipping things intentionally out of context for BJ, who at one point in time was like, and this is not against Morbid. I don't know nothing. I don't even know that guy. Not at all. No opinion here whatsoever. And that's what she was pissed off about then, is that I didn't know him, wasn't my thing. But now she is hanging out with people who are buddies with him, who take up for him. Make this make sense. So it was a problem that I didn't have a problem with morbid, but she's clipping on behalf of people that did. Oh yeah, Cinda, over 30 times. Yeah. I've gone over that before too. So she used to go by Trauma Punks. She's always been like weird as fuck, in my opinion. Yeah, Lady K, she is absolutely. And she's one. Here's another thing about her. So after I called her out and was like, leave me the fuck alone. Stop emailing me like you're fucking weird. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'll find that live stream too. She started going in my comments and talking about how my kids might not have health issues if I didn't feed them pork and sugar. And meanwhile, she's over there clipping on behalf of this bitch. Like, are you fucking joking? You can't make this shit up. And Chronicles used to say she stood against transphobia, against accusing her friends. Now, one of her friends is the one that BJ's been accusing of. We just heard a clip of her accusing Dietz of being on substances. What the fuck? These are supposedly your friends, right? They're Chronicles. You supposedly stand for something there, Chronicles. Oh, let me guess. Your friends are making more excuses for you in the background because your reality is distorted, so they just let you run with the fucking shit. How many times are you going to lie on me? You started your bullshit with me over claiming I attempted to dox uni. Then you came in here April of 2024 and apologized to me for misrepresenting and twisting what was actually said and done. I didn't dox uni. You knew that. You apologized in April of 2024 when I was reviewing Brittany. You had a problem with what she was doing, supposedly, or you claimed at the time. Then you went on to claim and make a short trying to twist that Queen Bee sent me money for moving, which once again you got clapped back at and the proof was shown. You lied again and intentionally tried to twist the truth. Then you made a community post just recently, you and your buddy Punky over there, who is a total punk, made a community post claiming that I called Brittany a predator. Didn't happen. You just keep getting further and further in the bullshit. But at this point, I have to question, are you guys intentionally setting her up? Because you say you stand against everything she is. Every fucking thing she is. Punky had a problem with me feeding my kids pork and sugar, but she's buddies with BJ? Chronicles, all of her friends are being talked shit about, things she supposedly stood for once. But they make excuses for her behavior. They make excuses for all of her behavior. Oh, well, her reality, sometimes she gets really stuck in it and it might be distorted, but it's just, And then you've got Kim and Crafton, who were the first ones to expose BJ and Craig. BJ, does Craig know that the people that you have on panel with you, like encouraging this bullshit, are the ones that put all of his information out to begin with? Do they know that? Does Craig know that? That the people that you've got sitting right next to you are the very ones that put his information out on this app to begin with? Chronicles issues started with me over fucking Unirock and her concocting lies. Fuck that, walked away. Clip Punk's issues with me started over her assuming I something with Morbid. I don't even fucking know him. But now she's hanging out with the group that stands Morbid. Like, they like Morbid. They're friends with Morbid. I don't know the guy to have an opinion. And she was concerned about my parenting with giving my kids pork and sugar. But yet she's okay. All right. Sure. So let's listen a little bit more to last night. So I guess the moral authority of YouTube is okay with transphobia. They're okay with rewriting history. They're okay with their friends being called certain things. It's all okay. What? What is happening? What? Hi, yeah. I know. Bye, you, babe. I love pork and sugar too. Pork and sugar. Sugar him up. Sugar him up. Let's listen to this though, because I got some fucking questions. Let's pull the transcript. So we went over some of this last night, but I found some things fucking super interesting that I missed. After I got off here last night, by the way, if you didn't see what I did last night, BJ is trying to imply, I'm not going to go like in depth into that stuff, but she tried to imply last night that I am somehow associated with Dark Horse. Again, I showed all of that last night. I'll show you guys today as we get going. There's just nothing there. Dark Horse did email me back in 2023 when I was doing coverage on other stuff, told me her personal story. I responded to her twice. She's emailed me a total of 7 times, the last time being April 12th, 2024. There's no communication, no nothing. I have nothing. I'm not. Just Jake, I'm not at all. I'll go where I want. I'm a grown-ass adult. But I'm going to call out that I think it's fucking hysterical that these people used to come at me for going wherever the fuck I wanted to, and now they don't have a problem with any of that shit. And just Jake, you sit with the people that I don't fuck with. Let's just be truthful here. You have always sat with the people that are very, very hide their hands, look over here, not over there, give you half the story. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. You don't really fuck with me. You don't really care for me. You can be here. It's totally fine. I know you got gifted a membership, but I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. The games are too much. The fucking hypocrisy demanding that I stand against Queen Bee or Clue because they have personal vendettas with them. They don't, let's be honest here, they don't give a fuck beyond their own personal feelings. They're hate bonding over these creators. I'll go where I want for adult conversations. Absolutely. Or not even adult conversations. I mean, sometimes on this app, it feels like you're spending with elementary school kids. Lacey, again, it's the YouTube optics. When you say people sit together, just because you're in a chat of somebody, if you don't ever go in places of, you're in here and you don't like me. So here you are. You don't care for me. You stand against everything I am or do or say. I've seen you. But yet you're in my chat. So again, if I go in a chat, does that mean just because you're here, does it mean that you condone what I say and do? Just because you are a grown adult and go in somebody's chat, does that condone? Are we condoning that shit? And another question to all of you people. So you don't like this stranger on the internet. So you're okay that the people sitting over there have a website on her? Go in real life because she reported her ex and did what she was supposed to. Fuck out of here. You guys in your fucking weird shit, get the fuck out. Just go on. Go fucking on. No, she's not Thor. She comes from the other side, like Jones and that crew. That's where she comes from. People I used to sit by, but ever since this like expectation of nonsense to have problems with all the people that they do, yeah, fuck that. They play a lot in my face. I'm just not interested. I got no give a fucks left at this point, as you can tell. None. Ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the fucking truth because a lot of these people have been playing games in your face all along.
You know, to have such, you know, I come, you've seen my proof. I dropped my receipts on my community post. I made sure that they were accessible to everybody. To be evidence, they sure aren't making it easy to access.
Well, I heard she was asked to leave a couple places, though. Someone said in chat.
Oh, well, I mean, now,
she's
yeah,
not,
you know.
I heard, so she's not, well, Nonsense isn't going to get rid of her because she's Nonsense's buddy. That's what I found out listening through all that stuff today.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, I mean,
Dark Horse is my buddy, according to these Nimrods. I got all sorts of buddies. She's my buddy. She's my buddy. My buddy.
Twitter account that I can just go look at it that way. You know, to have such, you know, I come, you've seen my proof. I dropped my receipts on my community post. I made sure that they were accessible to everybody. To be evidence, they sure aren't making it easy to access.
Wherever I go, my buddy's gonna go. You know what? If I continue to get blamed for all of BJ's ex fucking friends, her buddies, the people that were mods of hers, the people that she sat by, Sorry, not my people. Not today, not tomorrow. There's a few of them that I really like. But she's had some interesting characters around her that have held some real major grudges.
She was asked to leave a couple places, though. Someone said in chat.
Oh, well, I mean, now,
She's
yeah,
not,
you know,
I heard, so she's not, well, nonsense isn't going to get rid of her because she's nonsense's buddy. That's what I
Just Jake, I didn't call you a BJ simp not once. In fact, I corrected that.
found out listening through all that stuff today.
oh, yeah, I noticed that. Too.
I just, if you can't understand what I'm saying at this point about the fucking demands of nonsense to have problems with all these people, meanwhile, they look the other way constantly about transphobia, fucking alleged drug abuse accusations, like all of that stuff. Don't fucking come at me at all. Just don't. I'm just over it.
I mean, she credits nonsense for like her
lots of stuff.
Her increase.
Lacey, you can be in here today. It's an open chat. But if you're going to sit here and fucking poke at people, you'll get the boot out. Just fair warning. You can have an adult conversation or you can get the fuck on. We're not going to agree on BJ and what BJ is doing. And you hate Granny. Your ultimate goal in this, Lacey, is you hate Granny. It doesn't fucking matter if somebody was to do the most egregious shit right in front of you to Granny. Somehow you would find a way of twisting it to be Granny's fault. Let's just be honest. You hate a random stranger on the internet so bad you're willing to overlook that BJ made adult choices of signing on to litigation and injunction against Granny over a personal vendetta that used a missing child's father, and is a complete opportunistic. But you hate Granny so much you can't see outside of that distorted view. That's fine. But I think it's really fucking weird that you hate somebody so bad that you're overlooking complete facts.
In her mental health and guidance on things. I mean, she dropped all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, oh my God.
I caught on to that too. I also caught on to the fact that she said,
oh, and just because I don't engage in some of these chats, I know who you guys are. Nobody had to tell me. I've seen how you move. I've seen where you go. I've seen what you say. You can dislike somebody, but the truth is the truth. You're welcome to be here again. But if it's going to turn into, oh, I'm not a BJ simp, but you're a Granny hater, we already know. You don't need to announce yourself. It's not JFK either. You don't need to announce your fucking departure.
That she's been corresponding with nonsense and Granny's watching. And then, you know, the infamous, oh yeah, she said, you know,
she's been corresponding with Granny's watching and nonsense. So again, in case you missed it last night, there's one out of this that is missing from 2023. One email that is not present in this screenshot. These are all the communications I've ever had with anybody named Dark Horse, to my understanding, unless she's under another email account. Never had anything. She is not in a mentorship by nonsense. She doesn't run things by me. She hasn't emailed me since April 12th, 2024. Again, after she threatened BJ with CPS and I took a stand against what she did. And you can watch last night's stream where I replay my reaction on April 9th, 2024, because I got the fucking backlash for that CPS threat too.
Granny, you have the receipts that I'm in witness protection. And she says, oh yeah, I've seen them. Oh. And she also mentioned something, and I'm going to play it in just a second.
All right, good.
Very interesting that I'm being blamed for a CPS call.
Sorry, mods. You guys all go back to bed. I'm just getting this out of the way. I went to bed spicy, and I woke up and I went, these motherfuckers are setting this bitch up, and she don't even fucking know it. They are trying to control what Brittany does, and I find it fucking hysterical. That's why certain people are in her inbox. That's why certain people were pretending that they disliked her so badly and then emailing her. Like, the games that these fucking people play and the control that they attempt to get on creators and run, it's fucking insane. You either hate Bond and you hate everybody they do, or it's fuck you and they're coming for you.
Made about Granny that I've never heard of.
Fucking wild.
I've never even heard of it until today. So I'd very much, hey, Sinner, good to see you. I swear, as much as they talk about you, Brittany, I'm beginning to think that every single one of them are in total love with you, or the laziest and incompetent creators that simply can't make content.
The twist that grown adults can do. The twist that grown adults can do. Do you guys realize that BJ started being reviewed because the harm that she does to families, victims and their families? And then as things progress, she instantly, if you haven't seen that either, she tried to weaponize CPS to my face, like on panel with her, that I would be responsible if anybody called CPS a year ago. Like 6 weeks into me fucking reviewing her, she was already blaming me for inciting CPS, blaming me for her lack of mental health and struggling mentally. She's fucking stupid. And her subs that go along and eat this shit up, I'm not going to talk much shit about you because pretty soon you'll be looking for a new home. Oh, her live chat isn't on. You'll be looking for a new home. Chances are you probably won't be welcomed here. Most of the people that leave there, because most of them, there's one or two from each and every group that seems to leave her because she has mass exitings, are always just like her or as problematic as her. I hate to say it.
It's content. There's nothing going on, right? There's nothing going on. So think about it. Go look at Cluminati.
Okay.
But I called it a year ago, 2 weeks into reviewing her, that she was intentionally making herself a victim to overshadow the victim of the case that she was covering, because this is the emotional manipulation that she tries and has done. She's not alone in this arena. BJ is one of many. In fact, Justin had the teacher on, supposed teacher at Sebastian's school last night. We're going to get into that. But this is a wash, rinse, fucking repeat situation.
Weeks now. Every day is my stream. She just goes live and talks about what I talked about the day before. Every single day. QB. She mixes it up with a couple of other things, but it's the same song and dance too. They're all recycling content. I mean, from biggest creator to smallest. How people should be sick and tired of hearing my name at this point. I'm tired of me. Fuck.
This new job, I could tell you all sorts of new stuff.
All right, I'm gonna text you this, okay, Brittany?
Okay.
So Kim is up there. I can't overlook the fact that Kim is the one that exposed her husband to begin with, and now they're buddies. We're going to bump through some of this.
That you don't even watch. You don't even watch here, remember? Which then hit me as weird. I'm like, well, if you don't watch, then why are you calling police multiple times, calling CPS, threatening to call CPS, all the things, if you don't even watch? But then here you are. Chatting.
And I want to make it clear, because they want to make an example out of her. All of them want to shun her now. But you people
I shunned her back in 2024. Try again.
are that y'all are responsible for this.
We're responsible for Dark Horse.
Do you understand this? This doesn't all just fall on Dark Horse.
No, you created this. This is the parasocial relationship that you create with your subs and your panel guests. You get in the messages with these people. You created this mess. Whatever happened with you and her falling out, I have no fucking clue. But she's obviously got a vendetta against you, and you do against her. That is ongoing for a long fucking time.
No, you guys incited it.
Y'all, let me tell y'all created that. Y'all built that. There's a reason, nonsense, that Dark Horse sent me an email that she's threatening CPS, and then immediately reaches out to you and shares it with you.
Yeah, because I was getting blamed and I confronted her about it. I was getting blamed because you went off and you tried to, again, a year ago, blame me for her CPS threats. And I was like, nah, not going to fucking happen. Not at all. And I hadn't seen her since my Sound of Freedom coverage. Even then, I've responded to this woman twice, 2 times, very, very surface.
That's
Do you not understand?
Look. It's a bad look. And she openly announced that she sent that stuff to nonsense. And apparently Granny's watching.
Yes.
And I think those are 2 channels. Those are the 2 that didn't shun her. Now, Clue didn't even let her up in the first place.
We didn't shun her. I shunned her in 2024. She hasn't came back to email me since 2024, April of 2024. But all these people, I don't have an open panel. She's never been on my panel. She stopped in my chat the other day. I didn't even engage with her. Okay, Kim. Okay. Like, how do these people get up here and just fucking lie?
And
I understand what you're saying, Brittany, about not scapegoating her and anything else. But with all this out there, it's really all they could, that's something. for her
Right.
to not be welcome there.
No,
And-
I agree, but I think they,
yeah. But now what about these other two? Well, I
Right.
mean, it looks like it is what it is. Right. Not yes, Sinner, exactly. Including in the community that she came from before, where she got totally pariahed, ousted for what she is, and had to take a year off from. She did the same shit over there too. And is the first one to claim that the shit's happening to her. First one to call someone's police because someone said a mean comment in a fucking comment section. Not even during a live chat.
It's fucking funny.
You know? She don't have anything wrong with that. And the lady said, like, she runs her shit by nonsense. Like,
yeah, she said
I know
that
where I've done
nonsense.
wrong. We talk about it. Like she talked about.
She runs her shit by nonsense. Do you hear the lengths of fucking desperation that these fucking bitches are doing? She runs her shit by nonsense. Where? Where does she run her shit by nonsense? Exactly fucking where? Where is she running her shit by me there, Big Kim? Where is it?
About her like she's like a mentor. It's fucking weird. She's a grown ass woman.
She looks at me like a mentor. Well, that would be really fucking weird considering I've responded to 7 emails 2 times. Twice. She looks at me like a mentor, but I didn't even open a couple of her emails. And she hasn't even reached out to me since 2024. Oh, what a great mentor I am.
Woman.
You guys are fucking clowns.
And she ain't a psychiatrist, which is what you need, sorry. In my opinion.
And I also need TJ69. There, I want to tell you, I'm not sure what the hell Angela Clips and Giggles is going on about. I have no effing clue. But I certainly can tell you that I've never talked shit about you. And she needs to put out the receipts of
BJ covering her ass more. I didn't talk shit about you.
whatever she's talking about.
TJ69 is also the one that was running around. I wonder if Earth still has those shorts up or videos up about TJ69 and the homophobic, transphobic stuff that they were saying in BJ's chat about a year ago. And then TJ69 is also the one that supposedly sent BJ the emails 6 or so months back about her house going to have the doors and windows nailed shut and set fire to, that she pretended to text with dispatch about later on.
She made
What you trying to talk about, TJ?
I shared TJ's a whole bunch of TJ69's emails, and I don't ever remember sharing a whole bunch of emails. If I did,
That's right. TJ did threaten Pika. Thank you.
Share an email from TJ69. It was maybe something TJ said to me that I needed the mods to know. But it's, you know what I mean? Like if somebody, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you,
Thor, the all powerful nonsense.
y'all all right now. Somebody reaches out to me and they give me a heads up.
Oh, and by the way, somebody came in my comments and said supposedly you and Julie Skolnick are working together. Fuck out of here. Are you guys really this stupid? Skolnick threatened to fucking sue me. Skolnick threatened to sue me, mocked me, and said I potentially had brain damage, has lied and said I've reviewed every one of her videos. But yeah, Julie and I are best friends. Besties for the resties. I'm still waiting on her publisher's team of attorneys to contact me when she blamed me for the shit last time and threatened to sue me. Come on, shut the fuck up.
About something that's,
oh, that's when you guys were all buddies with her though, BJ. And since she went against the green team, oh wait, I get responsibility for the ones that even fucking threatened to sue
somebody's
me. Cool.
doing to me in the community or something of concern, right? Like, for example, if TJ reaches out and says, hey, Julie Skolnick said she's calling CPS on you, I may share that email with my mods and say, what do I do?
Is it TJ69? Alligators, right? There are multiple TJs.
Yes, TJ69.
Okay.
So TJ, whatever she's trying to cause problems. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have any issues with you. Like, I'm not sure I'm not even sure what she's referring to, but this is her way of trying to cause issues with people that support me. And I'm sorry that she's targeting you, or, putting you out there now.
Okay. Back
law enforcement notifies me that
I am fast forwarding it. So
personal stuff.
We're going to skip through this because I don't want to listen to all of it.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm going to have to reach out to my law enforcement. Do you understand, Dark Horse, that you are, to be a protected person, you are putting your own self out there? When my law enforcement notifies me that I'm being stalked by an individual.
First and foremost, if you're talking about the law enforcement officer that was there, that's not what they said. But again, you misrepresented and twisted what he even said to you numerous times.
Online. It is my right to look into who that person is so I can protect myself. Yes, that's yours.
Get a
Yeah, it's in
restraining
Black
order.
Bank.
Sounds like you had already looked into her when you did the call.
Get a restraining order written.
I'm not sure how you're going to threaten me. You've already.
Reality, do you understand that the last time she was supposed to be going to get ROs was when Yvette called the courthouse, made an appointment for her, and she never showed? She has never taken any accountability or responsibility or handled anything like a grown adult. So you expect her to now all of a sudden? Yeah, probably. She probably will now that she lost litigation and she's trying to cover her ass because she's got damages to pay. So she needs to look like the victim because she's going to have large amounts of damages to pay, I'm assuming. But reality, you might want to catch up. Yvette already made appointments for her with her local court, and she refused to show up to get ROs because, again, it's about content for her. It's not about actual concern. If she would be concerned about the things that have happened, she would have handled that video of her children that accidentally, intentionally, I have no fucking clue, got uploaded, 2 years ago of her kids. She would have called police then and handled it and asked for their help to make sure that that video was properly removed off of all social media so it could never resurface. Instead of calling the cops and making a report or doing anything to protect the dignity of her own children, she went on about it. I've heard potentially 5 live streams, milked the fucking shit out of it, and is now, after supporting the people who have been bringing it back up and around and around and around and around in circles, she says the other day, I wish people would just forget about that basically and not bring it up again. Well, she reviews all the times that it's getting brought up again. Because again, it makes BJ the victim when she should have handled that situation appropriately. And we probably wouldn't be seeing people throw it around like it is now. But then again, who fucking knows? This app is wild. They probably still would.
Already done enough damage, Dark Horse. Leave me alone. Everything that you send to me is going to be reported to law enforcement. Everything. This isn't right. Remember, I'm not the one that's bothered you. I haven't contacted you or reached out.
Be nice, try it. Well, again, there is a fine line on this. People have to understand too, when you put out here, whether it's a show or whether it's really happening, that you are potentially nodding off, her words, not mine. September of 2024, she used the term nodding off herself. When you are putting out to the public that you are nodding off on camera repeatedly, and it's been escalating over time, so you're putting in court documents that you are unable to protect your children. You fear for their safety and your own. Your mental health is in such shambles that you can't get out of bed. When you put all of those things out here publicly, people are going to be concerned, including her own. Her own people are concerned about her and have been. And then they've been escalating this whole trolling, suicide trolling, unalive trolling narrative for months on end. We cannot normalize calling CPS or law enforcement, but we also can't take it off the table that if there is things that are concerning that people see and they know the baseline or they know these people, we can't just overlook it. Because what if there was a time and a place, just like when the girls called and got her a wellness check and she ended up in the hospital for 5 days? There are things that are concerning. Now it's being weaponized, in my opinion, in this situation because of drama. Not concern because of a personal vendetta that's been going on between the two of them for quite some time. If it was concern, it would be one thing. You're never going to get in trouble for calling the police if you have a valid fucking concern. A valid concern. Do I recommend it over the internet? Fuck no. No. Unless you are protecting yourself or it's something that you just cannot overlook. And it's really, really fucking problematic. And you know without a doubt that it's problematic and an issue. But people are so quick to say, oh, don't ever call law enforcement. Don't ever call. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get down with that because there's other times and places where it's absolutely necessary.
Out to you or affected your home life in any way at all.
No.
Just stop it.
Be nice, try it. You're fine. You're totally fine. Nobody should take it that way. You're right, though. Like, she has to be accountable for what she's putting out here. People who have addiction issues or have lost somebody to an OD or suicide. Like, this shit hits really fucking hard, really hard. These aren't things to play with. And when you know that you are intentionally playing with a bunch of people that have a lot of trauma, such as her subs, she can't hide her hands in these situations either, because whether it's a game or not at this point, she's playing it. She's a willful participant.
It's enough now. And I'm not. I'll give credit, when people are saying that, she's wrong for this. But at the end of the day, what do they really have left to say? It's not a good look. But they were fine with it when they hosted her on her channel the first day. That was all.
I didn't host her anywhere.
Okay.
And again, she came up to take accountability. Why was Jay supposed to? Jay was the first one that she clicked the link on. Why was Jay supposed to? Jay told her flat out, like, I don't agree with this shit. Jay flat out fucking told her. Again, you're not going to make us responsible for your shit and your relationship.
That place is awesome. All right, guys. So
I had little strips of zucchini. Like that.
We're way past having a convo, Dark Horse. We're way past that.
He doesn't want to have a conversation.
I don't know why you.
Oh, Snap Ginger, I don't think it's over with. I think we're headed into more shit we're going to see.
We're past that.
All I know is she keeps playing with me. Let her. I'm documenting every fucking thing she's doing. Trust and believe. I see what she's doing. Great on you.
It's a trick.
Jeez.
It's a trick.
It's for more content, I think.
Yeah, it's a trick. It's a bait.
Absolutely.
They're baiting again.
Is it a prerequisite to be wacko to be a YouTube creator?
I think creators they really need to take a long, hard, decent look at this and realize that this is the kind of people that you incite. Jay, Granny, Nonsense, Q.
She came from you, BJ, or a part of the community, but she was your panel. No. You don't get to push that off on us. No. Fuck you. She had a problem with you all on her own because of whatever your fallout was. Fuck you. She was incited before I even knew she had a problem with you or was a sub of yours or a panel guest of yours or whatever the fuck she was.
To be Cletus and Clue, Julie Skolnick. Look at what the fuck Julie Skolnick's doing right now.
Look how many.
She's another one. And I'm going to play this because I think this is very important. I wish I'd have heard this the other day. I didn't. This right here speaks volumes to me. I want you guys to pay attention to how she's talking to Nonsense.
Well, I would make it clear to her as well, if she continues to stalk your family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first you should just be turning this over to law enforcement anyway.
I am.
And you know that I wouldn't just say that about anything. I'm saying it because I've looked at all of her stuff and she's dangerous.
And again, I'm going to say it. You might not like it. I said it about the anti, so here we go. Want me to be on my full fuck shit? Here you go. I think some of you creators intentionally find people who are mentally unstable and weaponize them for your own good because they will do certain things like this and make you the victim. I believe that some creators absolutely weaponize people who are struggling mentally and are unstable for their own gain. I do. I've said it before. We've seen it happen before. And I believe that BJ does it too. She gets in with certain, and not everyone that's been around her. Trust and believe there's like 150 plus mods. So there's a huge turnover. But about 20 of those people, I would definitely, probably more, be willing to say she aligned herself because of their problematic behavior that she absolutely knowingly was glad to have around her because it was beneficial at the time. People like this weaponize people who are unstable because they want to fit in. They want a parasocial relationship. They build them up. They amp them up. They hype them up. They go along with, oh, I'm so sorry you've been through that. I get that. Invite them on panel to talk all the shit about these families. Then when they fall out, they weaponize it against them. And I'm not saying that Dark Horse doesn't take account or doesn't need to take accountability, because she absolutely does. She is a huge part. She is a part of making BJ a victim. When you do shit like Dark Horse has been doing, or emailing her after you've been on panels talking shit and saying you have concerns, you're part of the problem. You are inciting her to be the victim over and over. Not inciting her. You're allowing her to be the victim over and over again. It's counterproductive.
And we have a right, Dark Horse. When
You don't have to. You don't even have to address her. And for her, Antoinette, if you don't fucking knock it off, you're gonna have a 5150 on your hands. Because I'm concerned about you. How about that? I'm concerned that you're not keeping track of your reality. You are mistaking what you watch on a computer screen for real life. You somehow think that you have a position inside of this woman's house, but then in the next breath are angry because she took you off a panel. You have said the most outrageous things in your panel tool.
I told her last year in 2024, April of 2024, Dark Horse specifically is what I'm talking about, that we don't know what truly goes on in people's houses to be able to like say that there's all these things. Now, over 15 months, did I learn a whole fucking lot? Yes, I did. But at the time, there was no indication to me that that was even valid. And I told her that, like, stop doing that.
And then in all of your stuff, you land here today. I am seriously questioning your capacity to be out here running around on the internet without putting other people's children in danger.
So, BJ, do you realize you're putting your panel at risk right here, your channel at risk, by allowing Kim up there to make threats against her? So you are throwing a fit about them going real life or calling your cops. But meanwhile, you have Kim sitting on your panel fucking threatening to call in a 5150 mental health check on Dark Horse. And you're not saying a fucking word like, yeah, let's not do that. Let's let the cops handle it. None of that. I thought you and Craig tried to allude to everybody that they were going to take out felony fucking warrants, which the cop distinctly said it would be a misdemeanor, and misdemeanor warrants are not extraditable. So first they would start with a knock, tell them to stop. And then if it continued, they could potentially take out a warrant. It would be a misdemeanor. So if she never came to North Carolina, it would be null and void anyways, because they don't extradite for misdemeanor warrants. But you guys encouraged your audience to believe that he said they were going to take out felony warrants. We can't save you. Oh, and by the way, BJ, if you had a problem with people threatening to call the cops, another screenshot from April of 2024, when your fucking buddy Samantha Joy proudly sent you a $20 super chat and told you in April that she called the cops on me and my chat. And did you tell her, don't do that? We don't weaponize resources. That's a waste of law enforcement time. No, you did it. You thanked her for the super chat. I got hoes in different area codes.
Yep.
What you sing all the time is you got hoes willing to do your dirty shit in different area codes there, BJ?
Well said.
Oh, and then your other buddy that was really good friends with Samantha Joy at the time came in here and told me that I would have blood on my hands if a kid wasn't found. That was Casey. Not our good Casey.
Good Lord, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sick. If anyone else is just done with psycho people on the internet besides me, let me know. But I'm like, I'm over these people.
Oh, I'm done. I mean, research is stating that there are a lot of psychos on the internet.
Research is stating reality. Did you look in the mirror and that's your research? Do you realize what you're in for when you and BJ fall out? I know you're newer to her because I think you just started hanging out over there at the beginning of Sebastian because you were allowed to say all the fucking wild ass shit that you said about the Proudfoot family. But do you realize that you are her next dark horse? One of the next dark horses? You realize that when you are no longer beneficial to her, nobody can stand you over their reality. If we're being honest, let's just be honest for a moment. No one can stand you. They tolerate you because you're beneficial to Brittany. The mods can't fucking stand you. That's why you're not a mod. That's why you're not in the mod chats. That's why you're in your own independent chat. Do you guys not see how she runs you?
Apparently, nonsense is off duty. Go consult your internet shrink. Lord help us.
All right, I'm going to need...
Kim continues to try to give me credit for being somebody that Dark Horse talks to. No, sorry. Not getting any mental health help over here. I got my own issues to take care of. Thank you.
Just a second. Let me go check on Neil real quick, and then we're going to go through this because...
Oh,
can you drop a link for Nana?
Oh my God, you didn't say your child's name again, and then are going to turn around and blame other creators for doxing your child, right?
Uh-huh. Kim and I haven't even discussed this particular Well,
But
Oh, I woke up spicy today. And Nana, I don't care for you at all, but that doesn't affect. I hope nothing but the best for your husband.
I just wanted to squash that.
And I'm sorry that he is going through what he is. But that's all I'm going to say on that. Because you've been nasty as fuck. But it still doesn't diminish the fact that I wish nothing but the best for him.
I feel very positive about it.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, the pneumonia is only in one lung now.
We're going to fast forward.
Well, that's good. Okay.
If I can get there. I'm so tired. I can't even think straight. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to bed.
I'm scared a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. Let me check the channel.
That I don't want to be harassed by a person.
Definitely have to talk to you.
Dark Horse goes in there, tries to get on her panel, starts making comments like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that doesn't prove I have motive. If that really truly is her,
Let me check the channel. Let me check. Hold on. I'm gonna check the. Let me check the channel. Let me check the channel because this is something trolls would jump on this too.
Okay. Good night, Nan. I love you. I'm gonna just tell you if it is. I'm scared a little.
No, her husband has not passed away. He has not passed away. He's in the hospital. He's battling cancer, and then he's got some other issues going on. But Nana said, hopefully he'll be okay. No, he has not passed away. He's battling cancer, and he's got some other health issues going on. But he is still alive.
Yeah.
So if you are the praying type and want to keep Nana in your prayers, please do. Her husband's battling cancer. Keep her husband in your prayers. There you go.
Well, it's a legit channel. It's been around a little while. Now, if that's her picture and all that, then that's also extraordinarily interesting that she's putting her picture out there, but that's cool.
Being in the witness protection program.
Ooh, I haven't heard of a blue light special at Kmart in a long time. Is there even Kmart's around here, Gaslit?
And all.
But thank you. Continue to put, as you come in and burn through all your alts, make sure you put all of your logic there. Not that the police need extra information, that you have a problem with perceptions.
I mean, honestly, I was really proud of BJ for going out on her porch and getting some sunlight the other day when the cop came. I don't know if she actually stepped out of her porch, but she got some sunlight. She could use some sunlight.
And projections and
mow the fucking lawn.
All the things. They're not even a word I have for it.
Oh, I'm definitely calling him in the morning. I'm calling. I mean, this is insanity.
Yeah, we don't have any cameras.
Come on.
And I should have grabbed that first one too, but I didn't.
I do need to.
This plays into BJ's victimhood by doing shit like this, like Dark Horse did last night. She's been panel hopping, trying to explain herself and justify herself again, over and over again. It's fucking weird. And then she goes in there, tries to get up on her panel, comments under. This is giving BJ what she wants. And part of me wonders, is this intentional? Are you trying to make her
stress out? One more time, though. She's not the only one. Yeah, he said, we got calls from Arizona. This FOIA, I'm ready.
Once again, we got calls from Arizona.
For the FOIAs. I mean, that's what.
Do it. I'll be matching you.
It's going to take to get to the bottom of.
I'll do it if you don't want to do it, Brittany. If you're worried about I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
So of course you don't have a problem with it. Go in real life is kind of your thing. BJ is sitting next to, and the person talking, saying she will get the FOIAs, every FOIA to BJ's house, is the person that is married to a man who just took out a website on another creator. I don't give a fuck if you like Clue or not. That is going as real life as it possibly gets. And all because Clue did the right thing and reported her ex. And they can't fucking use that to fucking terrorize her or weaponize it against her. So they couldn't get their way to shut Clue up. So they did a whole website. That's going as fucking real life as you possibly can. And they're all good with it. They all promoted that website. Don't let them fool you. That's exactly what they're fucking doing. BJ aligns herself with people that are beneficial to what she needs. She needs somebody going at Queen Bee. She's got her buddy Sinner. She needs somebody going at Granny. All of them dislike Granny that she aligns herself with. She needs somebody going at Clue. She's got Kim and Crafton. She uses people for her games at all times. She postures and she can't go back at them because she has nothing to say. So she uses other people. Hate bonding 101.
No, I'm for it. I mean, it's my address, right? Like,
anybody can for you.
Brittany, what'd you get from Arizona?
One of the people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
which she knew
it was not me.
Oh, I know.
She knew exactly who it was. On February 26th, BJ reviewed me, telling her exactly what I said to her police department, why I called. She knows exactly why I called. She knew exactly. She even did a mock phone call, ring, 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 to her police department. So all the fucking delusional bullshit and the dramatics that she is spinning, she knew exactly when I called, what I called for. I didn't call on her. Again, I called to give her police department my information and explain what they had been inciting about me being a child predator. Sorry. No apologies will be given. I will continue to stand on, you fuck with me and mine. You incite on the internet that I'm a fucking child predator and tell people that I'm doing nefarious shit to your children. And then one of your subs says, we need to contact law enforcement. I'll contact them myself and give them my information. And you got a fucking problem with it, get fucked. Straight up.
No,
But mods, just so you know, I'm going to say what I say today. So if you don't, my mods don't know anything about what's going on right now. They don't know where I stand, anything. They can tell you I have completely shut myself off. And this is me speaking. So don't come for my mods. Come for me if you have something to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Period.
I know
Girl,
there's somebody else.
Andrea mom's from Arizona.
We know.
Yes, she is.
in Arizona.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, dark I was about to say dark horse, damn it. SW, I would never in a million years, honey, ever think that you'd do that to
No.
me. Not in a million years.
I was too effing busy this week.
All right.
SW is another one who paid for her wrench over there after she got removed out of other places. She paid for her wrench over there. She used to be really pro T-Rev. She modded for T-Rev, Pascal, and a few others, but she paid for her spot. But what BJ is basically saying to you, SW, is you weren't even a thought in her mind because she was too busy blaming me for that. Oh, and SW, why don't you tell her, well, Becky lives in the ghetto again. Why don't you tell her that? Because last time you sat on her panel with her when you were dragging me and Chico and you were going after Chico, trying to say that she did all these horrible things and you guys were going at her gender, the color of her skin, everything, you know. You want to go back down that road there, SW and BJ?
I didn't have time to go to the bathroom. I got a bladder infection. All right.
Oh
There's-
no.
Oh, that was the minor part of the week.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is Terry Lynn doing, Gabby? Is she coming at us too? Am I'm like, listen, if there's a curse on me by some odd chance, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. Like, devil, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. I am pleading the blood over Jesus over myself and my family. We rebuke it.
Amen. Hallelujah. Praise baby Jesus. I just sitting here in my pee pants. Hallelujah. Amen. Grab that Bible. BJ, stop with the fucking trage evangelist shit. You sound fucking pathetic as fuck. This is called religious manipulation or a sometimer. She sometimes needs the Christian persona for her benefit, and other times she's, forgets all of those roots.
Can I play the clip that
She has a coming and going relationship when she needs
I
it.
play the clip I took one time just so that it's in your
let's go.
And just to make it very clear to her, the reason this is why you aren't welcome here. So you in your mind can be like, if you don't want to talk to me, then this is what it shows. Well, no, it doesn't show shit. It shows that, okay, so you're going to have to give me permission. I'm going to do it on a share screen just so that I don't have
Yeah, this is an important one. I agree.
Go down here. I want to share the wrong
Narcos did.
By the way, I can't even imagine having somebody on my panel who willingly paid for a website to go after another creator. Like, that's his real life. And I mean, the fact that all of those people condone that shit, the fact that BJ condones that just cracks me the fuck up. And this is why I believe they are intentionally setting her up, because I guarantee Craig doesn't fucking realize that Kim and Crafton were the very ones to expose his misdeeds on this app initially. I guarantee they don't fucking know. Or he doesn't know.
Narcos said, I already told you to get an evil eye, BJ.
Right? And
Britt, you need to pour some salt in your device.
Yeah.
Just Irish.
Sage would be good.
That I saw a spool of
I
sage.
Again, I will say it fully. BJ is not smart, intelligent, intellectual, but she is skilled at the art of manipulation. If people do not think that this is calculated, again, I did a 9-hour live the other day based on her words, the timeline of her words, how we got to this point. This was all set up. This was all in the works. This has all been in the works for quite some time. You can't unsee it. She is skilled in the art of manipulation. She might be intellectually numb or dumb, about certain things, but she is very calculated and skilled at the art of manipulation.
At the I saw a spool of sage at the tobacco shop the other day, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm close to buying it.
Rose.
Mhm.
You do.
Irony Rose, you got brave to come back over here again, didn't you? You are a victimizer. You. So shut up, nonsense, twisting and turning everything. Irony Rose, go drink some more of the bathwater over there. I hope you have a fabulous Saturday and find something other than trying to find excuses for BJ's behavior. I really hope you find something enjoyable in your life, because it has to be really embarrassing that every time she shows up, she lets you down. You've been really struggling with the fact that she won't do true crime, and she's encouraging and engaging with this. You realize this is what she does. This is who she is. No matter how much twisted reality you have in your head of her, this has been her for 3+ years. You can have your perception of her, but she's never going to live up to that expectation you have of her and not do drama, because this is her bread and butter. This is what she has to do, because BJ has to be the victim in all things BJ. So I hope you really find something more beneficial with your time today and get out and enjoy some sunlight, because it has to be really, really disappointing when you show up every day and expect something different out of her and she gives you the same thing. But again, that's a you thing, not a me thing. Have a wonderful day, or the day you fucking deserve.
All right.
You didn't see the video that Narcos Clips put out of us?
No, I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's
Oh, the dancing was hilarious. It is so funny.
We were boogieing.
You can tell I'm riled up this morning. I'm even talking faster than
That is so me. That is so me. I do that here at the house. I dance better than that, though.
I just
And
explained
then-
to Crafton, I'm like, because every once in a while they'll put one of those up, and it's funny.
Hey, my Samantha Joy, did I say hey to you?
Hey, my Samantha Joy, did I say hey to you? Oh, not this Samantha Joy that called the cops on me in my chat a fucking year ago, and we were okay with that. Oh, hey, my Samantha Joy, who went real life on nonsense and nobody gave a fuck a year ago because she sent it with $20. Oh, hey, my Samantha Joy. Can you call the cops on nonsense again? She hurt my fifis on the internet.
Sugar.
And that bitch didn't call to report herself. She called to report me in my chat because she tried to fucking bait people into a conversation about race and sounded completely stupid, and nobody would even take her bait.
Beat JC, Brittany, please.
Oh, but don't forget, it was a felony. Look at that. Hate speech. And that can be considered a felony. Oh, no, not the hate speech, the constant transphobia that comes out of their mouths over there. Not that hate speech. You're not saying that hate speech is illegal, are you? Not just Irish and those guys calling me man sense. That wouldn't be considered hate speech, would it? Oh. Well, fuck me. I guess BJ probably better look in her own backyard.
Please get all the police reports. Go to the courthouse first thing Monday morning and get an emergency PPO. They will
Yes.
give you a temp one until you can have a hearing. Can I get can I get a couple? Is that a thing?
Well, take
Did you
care of
do
this.
that?
Take care of this one first, because
Yeah.
this is the one that has been blowing up your
Wendy, I'll share that on my community tab later. Your video was so good.
police station.
Okay.
And whether again, either she's someone who lies about being the one to have called CPS, although in my post I make the case why I'm like, nah, I think it's an option. It fits the timeline. But
And that's really disappointing, W. Schmidt, about unsupervised, because at one point in time, again, just because of people who I was around had respect for her, I just had respect for her too. But it's really weird because BJ has talked all the shit about people she's close to. None of them liked each other. But again, it's this mutually beneficial, your enemy is my enemy, even though they're not friends. Like, it's fucking weird, this whole thing. She got up there and even unsupervised said something about me going after BJ's looks when it took me a long time to even go that low, but she was going there in the beginning. But she had a problem with me going after her looks, but has completely ignored and not said a fucking word to BJ about the transphobia that she has constantly spewed, trying to target and come after me herself. Now her own friend Deets is being accused of heinous things by BJ. It's being released publicly. And it's shocking to people. Are you fucking joking? And by the way, I want to say once again, that's not my group of people, Deets and those guys, but I've never seen one time that I would even remotely assume that Deets was on something. Could I be wrong? I don't know them like that, but I've never seen that myself. So BJ sounded fucking weirdly pissed off once again. And of course, if she doesn't get her way and is pissed off and can't shut down the narrative, it's all the fucking shit. And then she put that off on somebody else too. But I've never seen any indication of that. And again, you don't have to like somebody to say what's right is right.
But if not, then she's someone who thinks it's beneficial to say she did, you know? All right, you guys. So this is the one that caught my attention. Ready?
Yep.
Just like with what's going on with CPS, she's blaming absolutely anybody and bringing everybody down. But the thing is no, I admit I'm the one that did it. And the thing is, you know, I don't feel like it's fair for everybody.
What the fuck is wrong with reality? Can anybody help me out here? I mean, we probably don't have enough time. And I should probably not ask that publicly because the answers might be, listen to this.
Sugar Beat, JC, Brittany, please.
Listen to this.
Please get all the police
Fucking-
reports. Go to the courthouse first thing Monday morning and get an emergency PPO.
Do you guys not understand that Yvette already did this? Yvette set up appointments for her to go get a protection order against Granny. BJ refused to go. They had everything worked out to help take care of her kids, you know, because Craig's incompetent. They were doing everything. They made the calls on her behalf, and she refused to go. She hasn't made a single police report documenting all of these fucking threats for months on end, years on end, until she loses an injunction and is faced with damages. I need people to understand that. She has never given a shit about documenting supposed threats or CPS calls or this or that up until she loses an injunction. And now it's, going to file police reports. But when they set up everything for her before, she was too lazy to even show up on her own.
Oh, they will give you a temp one until you can have a hearing. Can I get a couple? Is that a thing?
Well,
Like,
take
could you
care
do
of this.
that?
Take care of this one first, because this is the one that has been blowing up your police
Oh, I love this advice for her.
station.
Okay.
And you know,
They haven't even FOIA'd it to know how many times Dark Horse is called.
whether again, either she's someone who lies about being the one to have called CPS, although in my post I make the case why I'm like, nah, I think it's an
I don't know if Dark Horse called CPS ultimately. I have no fucking clue who called CPS on BJ. Once again, the cop did not even vouch for BJ that it was from the internet. He was saying that the call to CPS was about alleged narcotics use, a video with potential abuse of her child on there. And when she's trying to mislead everybody that he's vouching for her, he basically says something to the effect of, I can't say that you weren't. That's not his direct answer, but he says he doesn't know. But she's saying, oh, he's vouching for me that it's somebody from the internet. That's not what he was doing either.
option.
He was agreeing with, yeah, I recall that I was here with the CPS worker.
It's the timeline, but if not, then she's someone who thinks it's beneficial to say she did, you know?
And none of this, it has been escalating. She has been, in my opinion, again, setting this up. This is why she's surrounded herself with the people she has.
All right, you guys. So this is the one that caught my attention. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Just like with what's going on with CPS, she's blaming absolutely anybody and bringing everybody down. But the thing is no, I admit I'm the one that did it. And the thing is, you know, I don't feel like it's fair for everybody to get blamed for what I did. And that's all I have to say.
You got it.
So
What the fuck is that reaction reality? UA's favorite line of anything that UA has ever said on this app is save Annie from the orphanage. What the fuck? What is that? What is this fucking giddiness? And you got it. What just happened there? Somebody check on reality.
So again, it's like if she's the one who did it, then Yeah, that would be why you're not welcome over here. And there's no reason to not take you for your word. So
Can I
There you
give a
go.
shout out to
Thank you,
Salt?
Lawyer.
I want to give a shout
What the fuck is going on over there?
out. The biggest shout out.
This is why they just ignore her. Like,
And I think me and Kim are on the same page with this one.
I'm sorry. I would have been dumbfounded, and I would have had to stop and say, "What the fuck are you laughing at?"
The salty lunatics.
yes.
Girl,
Yeah,
if you hear
yeah,
this,
that's you.
thank you so much. She not only went live and covered this whole
Another defender, another person seeking to build a YouTube platform because they got kicked off of TikTok, who needs to be associated with something like this to build a platform. This is the quickest way to do it. They surround themselves. They sing BJ's praises. They have no idea what they're getting into. And then they'll fall out eventually too. It is what it is.
situation. She took the liberty of clipping quite a few things for us. And
Took the liberty of clipping quite a few things for us. Again, BJ always makes it about a group think. So she not only includes herself when she is the person that most of us are pushing back on, but she makes it a group event. So she pulls people in emotionally and manipulates them right there with saying, they're doing this to you guys too. You are all being impacted by this. No, BJ, this is all fucking you. And some of your panel guests are fucking, yeah, they deserve their own. But it's a you thing, bitch. It's a you thing.
and not I didn't even ask her or anything, but just in case, you know, we get blamed later on for, you know, this lady's name getting out there. She told the name herself. I to be honest with you, up until this point, I thought Rachel was just a fake name she told the police. I didn't even
Because that worked for your story. But the police officer asked you, do you know a Rachel? And you said, no. Because obviously she gave her fucking name to the police. You dumb.
think anything about it. She did that. She did
Yep.
that. And we're gonna go through some of Salty's links. Video, a little of her video tonight. I got to give her a shout out. I hope she comes in tonight because I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, let me grab Salty's channel real quick. I want y'all to go sub up to her.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, I'm not interested once again in that one because I can see what's going on from a mile away. Okay, we're gonna skip forward.
She's one of how many are y'all gonna, who else is watching? Brenda, thank you so much for the super chat. She says next she's gonna call the cops to deliver a message because she's blocked now.
Right.
I know. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Nonsense is
Lord.
sniping me.
Come on, you guys, stop.
I absolutely was. Yep, 100%, because you're not gonna put Dark Horse off on me and say that we're good buddies. No, not gonna take it. So I absolutely did show what you were saying and show that it wasn't true. Again, cry me a fucking river.
Gee.
Someone
Now-
just gotta
now
put this
nonsense.
spam. Go hit it as spam. Anybody who feels
How do I
so
do it?
inclined,
I'll do it.
Go hit it as spam.
You just do spam.
So one thing that YouTube does not like is encouraging mass reporting or doing what they're about to do. This is actually what she did here against terms of service to incite people to report. But Kim does this repeatedly. Kim has actually been running a reporting group through Brittany's channel. She has numerous times told people how to go report channels. Clue, Queen, myself, Granny.
Yeah, you just go into the live stream and then
For
so
sure.
everyone listening, you go to report. You go to the bottom. I think it's the bottom one. It's spam and misinformation is the labeling. Because I took the time to find out with YouTube because I'm like, is this just something you're doing?
And again, this is why BJ surrounds herself with people like this, because they are beneficial to her. They're useful idiots in her fucking manipulation. And each and every one of them is doing it because they all have their own self-serving need in this. Whether it's to try and take Queen down, such a sinner, whether it's trying to go after Clue's real life, like Kim and Crafton, all of them go after Granny. Kim has some weird, I don't even want to know what the fuck it is, because her man likes, I don't know. It's fucking weird. It scares me. The fucking level of depths they go to with Granny, Kim and Crafton, I don't know. It's fucking all weird, but all of these people have beneficial roles. New kid in town, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Be nice, try it. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Diana, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Shelby Lynn, Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Heather Licious, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Passion for Victims, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for being here. Sorry, I'm not engaged. I'm over on this other side. My mouth is running today, so sorry I missed all those. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the support.
On a quarterly basis like they used to, or is there a way for people to report it? No.
She's sick.
You report it, you do spam, and then there's a little box with a narrative, and you say this is a current live stream of, and then you would put your handle rating or the video link.
They continue to do this because
A lot of it, in my opinion, Little Horses is personal vendettas. So there is like personal issues that Kim and Crafton have with Granny. So ultimately, and sometimes it's just content for some of these people too, like channel building content, get in where they fit in because they've never had attention before. That happens a lot. People are willing to clip and sell their soul for people like this because they'll get a little bit of attention, grow their channels a little bit. Could be further than that. They could want to take the channel down, people's channels down. I don't know. I really don't know. It depends on the person. A Blank Slate, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Healing Time, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Hey, Alma. Sorry, guys, I'm over here. Petty Crocker, thank you for being a member for 13 months.
because they get away with it. Nothing happens to them. They don't get held accountable.
She doesn't even.
They have no empathy at all. No morals. No.
So what it
Cracking it oozes out of her. Like the vitriolic jealousy oozes out of her towards Granny. I mean, why? I mean, I'll be nice, but Granny's everything she's not. So there's, yeah, in a vapor. Exactly. You're right on it too. Yeah, there's a lot of baby. Thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Sorry, I missed that one. Thank you. It depends on the person. Each and every person has seemingly different motives.
does is it flags it, and then there's a process that goes with that. But so it flags it though. It's YouTube does not do any independent screening of content. So when people are like, I wish they'd do something, they don't do anything. They rely on end users to report, to strike, to do the things. They don't enforce anything if it's not flagged or reported.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what makes it different from like a TikTok. TikTok proactively screens its content. And if you
I am so sick of these people. I'm so sick of them sniping.
hold on, I'm gonna tell them what happened. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You can get fucking mad all day long. Get mad. But when you continue to sit here and incite complete horrific fucking, in my opinion, slanderous lies against people and try to blame me because you are seeking retaliation because I called in February and you're trying to make it seem like I'm behind this call. If I'm not responsible for it, which is what you tried the first time, then I'm connected to the person responsible for it. You can get fucked. You get glad in the same pants you got mad in. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a shit. When you're continuing to use misinformation to seek revenge for shit I didn't even have a part of, I will say what I want when the fuck I want. You're real comfortable putting out this shit publicly, so be real comfortable with us pushing back on it.
And while you're listening nonsense, let me say this.
Oh,
you called my police.
Yep.
To tell them about a stupid comment in my chat.
Oh, a stupid comment in your chat. A stupid comment being called a child predator, but you had to come apart when Shady and fucking Clip Punk gaslit you to believe that I called you a predator. Never happened. But they sure got you on that one. Do you ever look at them and say, God, you were in chat saying horrific things about me a year ago, and now you're over here acting like you're clipping on my behalf and clipping things out of context so I run with it and look like a fool every time? Do you ever think to yourself, man, they're working me from the inside and the outside? I'd be paranoid as fuck if I was you, because none of these people care for you. They don't like you.
You're no better. You're no different. You're a cop.
Oh, I'm a cop
too.
caller. Yep, sure am. Sure fucking am. You put it out there that I'm a child predator. I will protect me and mine. I will call the cops on myself and give the cops my information because I'm not afraid of cops. And I also don't fucking lie to cops. Unlike you, who got asked a simple fucking question. Did you just take a picture of my car? No, I didn't. You blatantly lied to that officer and then turn around and use a screenshot of his fucking cop car as your thumbnail. People like you scare me, Brittany. The extent of you being with the ease that you lied to that officer about so many things. You lie to cops. You lie in court filings. Is there any length that you won't go to protect your own little fucking games that you're playing here? To protect your victimhood? What a pathetic life that you have to lie to police officers and courts. Oof.
What was your fault?
Over a comment you had no control over.
I'm genuinely curious. Do y'all see any difference?
No.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Again, I called to report myself, but she, again, has not FOIA'd the call to even show it because it will blow up in her fucking face. It will. Because, again, I gave him my information, told him exactly why I called. 9-minute phone call from the time I called. Dispatch transferred me, told the guy here's my information if you need it. He said, you can call back and get this if you need it for YouTube or for your own police department. That was it. That was all. They didn't get dispatched to Brittany because it wasn't about Brittany. It was about protecting myself because BJ had incited her audience to believe that I was clipping her children in a nefarious fashion and led her subs to believe that. And then they incited the call law enforcement and YouTube on nonsense because she's a child predator. Yeah, you can get fucked. And then not long after that, they made an account, somebody over there that associates with them, that I'm a fucking child trafficker. And Kyle, my other half, touches kids' genitals. They wanted that to be noticed too, because then they came in my comment section and made comments.
Why is it that Lady A, Dark Horse, is being shunned, but nonsense is being celebrated when she called my police too?
Because you've known about it all along, you dumb, crazy fucking bitch, and I owned it before you got this fucking victimhood. And I tell you what, I'm so glad I fucking did, because I saw how you maneuver within 2 weeks of reviewing you. And I also know that the person you're associated with, that you've spoke to thousands of times, that you were dangling, oh, I know a lot about you, nonsense. I know all about you. Keep pushing nonsense. Keep trying nonsense. I know all about you. You remember when you were all cocky and arrogant thinking you were going to get something over me? And I said, expose it. Expose it all. You had nothing. You've never been able to show one fucking thing because it's not true. But the people that you associate with, you know, the people that you think have the in on nonsense, and I have so many fucking victims, Veda Jade, you know, the other Brittany Nicole, you can fuck around and find out all you want. She's just like, you guys are like doppelgangers.
Yeah, she absolutely encouraged her.
And that bitch, you can go back in the history if you want to see it. She found her algorithm outed her, Veda Jade, after I moved here to Arizona in 2023. Shortly after that, Veda Jade lives across the country in the same state that Brittany J lives in. Her algorithm on YouTube, as she's reviewing me, pops up an ad for real estate 6 miles from my new location. You don't get types of ads like that without having a constant repetition of searching things in those areas, especially when you're across the country.
And that's another thing. Dark Horse admitted that she was reaching out to nonsense and sharing her correspondence with her about me.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
You can ask.
The same threat she sent you was what she was telling me of her reasoning why.
Act like.
And I shamed her for it back April of 2024, BJ.
You didn't have part in inciting it. No, you did. All of you did.
So was that really her coming over here then, if she's over there on Queen's panel?
Oh, now she's on Queen's panel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Do you not understand? It's about attention. She's trying, before she ever even turned against me, she's like that. Go start your channel, girl. Just get a channel.
Before she ever turned against me. There you go. She was part of BJ's crew before she ever turned against me.
She wants attention. She's been everywhere all day today. Anybody's panel that'll have her. It's sick. It's disgusting in every sense of the word.
Let's bump it forward. I just want to hear these fucking.
Otherwise, they do it quarterly. And so at some point, they see it, and there's a bunch of flags, and they match them up to the videos, and that's when that happens. If she's got too many, then they take the channel.
So Kim's down here once again inciting mass flagging and mass reporting, and BJ's okay with that. Just making it known. Those are terms of service violations.
You're not blaming nonsense for all this. Clean your ears out.
We're not blaming nonsense for all this. Clean your ears out. What the fuck, bitch? What? What? Somebody come get reality.
Videos, and that's when that happens.
She's messing up.
If she's got too many, then they take the channel.
Yep.
You're not blaming nonsense for all this. Clean your ears out.
No, we're not blaming nonsense for all this, but like I said, I stand on it, and I stand 100% 10 toes down.
I take exactly nothing back. No, the challenge was, since she's restreaming. So let me get it pretty clear here. I know that I might have to talk monotone and pontificate and use the big words, because otherwise you won't be able to help yourself over there, Becky. But no, the challenge is, are you going to tell this woman she's not welcome in your channel? That's been done by 2 different creators already. So yes.
You can go fuck yourself, Kim. Straight up. I don't have an open panel. She's not on my panel.
She admitted to calling CPS. She's calling the police over and over. Now,
where did she admit to calling CPS? Does anybody know where Dark Horse admitted to calling CPS? Because I have not seen that.
I already know the answer to this, because you're a cop caller for no reason.
Cop caller for no reason.
Also think that our taxpayer dollars are there.
We didn't even fucking send anybody out. I didn't waste any resources. Dispatch talked to me for a couple minutes. Cop talks for me 9 minutes of their day. Ooh.
There for your little YouTube vendetta games.
Oh, no.
You ride shit out all the way to the end.
Oh, trust me.
Until you're exonerated from totally.
Trust me, Kim. I ride shit out all the way to the end. I absolutely do. And I see exactly what you guys are doing. And I'll be riding it out to the end.
Exiled from a community.
You have to go dirty, because that's all you are, is a dirty bitch. I don't have to do that.
And have to hide your ass in the sand for 7 months before you come back.
She's no better.
So, I mean, but you could surprise me. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning and find out that she disavowed her mentee.
Where does Kim ever get that I hid for 7 fucking months? Kim, where did I take a 7-month break from? This bitch just fucking runs her fucking mouth with no facts ever.
Not my words, by the way. I mean, she's the one who said you're like a mentor to her. I'd be real proud of that, Becky.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm so glad I'm mentoring somebody I don't even talk to. I mean, sure. Fucking yay. Life coaching 101. Don't even know the people you're supposedly mentoring. Perfection.
The fact that you can't be, you always want to talk about how I'm not an adult and that I can't take accountability for shit, right? Nonsense. Well, let's talk about you taking accountability for inciting hate against someone unsolicited.
This is somebody who has CPS in their lives, who is a complete failure at life, whose spouse waits around for her chat to send him enough money for fucking beer. who has to blame everybody else for the failures in her life, has no career. You really think that I give a fuck about anything you say and you expect me to see you as an adult? No, I see you as a fucking failure to fucking launch. Failure to launch past like a 13-year-old state of mind. I actually pity you. There's a part of me that still pities you. I can't imagine living your life. I would never, ever, never, never, never.
Becky, you have incited hate against me for the better part of a year. And
oh, actually, get it straight. Since March 28th, 2024 is when I first started reviewing you and you first started crying victim. You know, April 6th or 7th was the date your crybaby ass bitch Maud Yvette wrote email to Down the Rabbit Hole News to tattle on Chico and Pika because they were mods of a horrendous fucking creator named Nonsense to try and get them in trouble because they were modding for me. You know, your little fucking buddy Yvette over there.
you still
You have been so thin-skinned that you couldn't even handle a little pushback about the shit that you were inciting against a family. Oh,
act like I'm the one that done this to you, weirdo. No, you incited. You do. And you can't even admit that you're culpable.
I mean, hey, if this is inciting hate by reviewing your own words, then I guess you should probably take accountability that these are your words to begin with. These are the things that you put out here publicly. This is your career, right? This is your job. Huh.
You are. I don't care. I'll stand on it 10 toes down.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think you've stood in a long time, though. And have you washed your feet?
And I'm not wrong. It's called incitement, Becky.
Oh.
Look it up.
Did you Google that like you did FUPA? I know definitions are hard for you.
You, Buzzy,
along with others,
Jay,
along with
Clue and Cletus, all
Yeah.
of you guys, night
Yes.
after night, drilling in your subscribers at the same group of subscribers bounce from channel to channel. They, you know what I mean? It's the same people going from Nonsense to Cletus to
Actually, that's not true because I'm not in that little group or the circle thing. Do I know some of those creators? Yes. Do I coexist with some of those creators? Absolutely. All of them. We're on a fucking free app. But am I in the circle that just goes from one to another? No. Do I come about it a different way than a lot? Yes. Because I play your own words back to back to back to back. Your own fucking words constantly. I kind of do my own little thing. Do we have a lot of overlap of subs? Yes. But do I have subs that don't watch any of those channels? Absolutely. I do my own thing. Stop trying to lump us all together as one group. I don't participate in a lot of groups. Unlike you, BJ, I didn't have to go tap in a bunch of channels to defend me and fire up to fucking white knight for me because I can't fucking stand on my own. I need all the other people to fucking take out my goddamn haters for me because I'm a crybaby ass, thin-skinned, weak-spined, good for nothing, dumb twit.
to Clue. Well, they're together, Clue and Cletus, to all of them. It's the same group of people. Y'all drill it in their minds.
And you don't get to say shit or demand shit from any of us when you have Kim on your panel whose husband went and bought a domain to go after a female fucking creator on this app. They've done enough damage by trying to imply that Cletus is an RSO. That's fucking enough right there. That's fucking putting people in danger. You know, the whole thing of, oh my God, if they continue with this narrative against Seth Rogers, how dangerous is that? Isn't that the basis of what you claimed that injunction was for because people were calling Seth a predator? You fucking dumb bitch.
Night after night, to the point where these people actually believe that they know me. They actually think they know me and Greg. It's wild when they don't even have a freaking idea of any of us. Yeah, it's like this parasocial something.
Yeah, you got it right.
It's crazy.
And I'm
Hey,
usually,
Hot
I'm
Miss.
usually following you with that, Josh. But I'm like, see, they're a lot of all of it, aren't they? It's
Cash, if you are starting more rumors today, dude, I'm gonna kick you in the knee.
beyond just like snitch. It's like they're intentionally trying to like weaponize the system. I mean, that's what this chick is
social
doing.
relationships. You're right.
Annoying. It's just dangerous.
A parasocial relationship. Meanwhile, that's what Brittany's whole entire setup is based on, is parasocial relationships. Listen to this again. Is this sped up? No, it's normal. Okay. Listen to this.
It's crazy.
And I'm
Hey, Hot Miss.
usually following you with that, Josh. But I'm like, see, they're a lot of all of it, aren't they? It's beyond just like snitch. It's like they're intentionally trying to like weaponize the system. I mean, that's what this chick is
social
doing.
relationships. You're right.
Annoying. It's just dangerous. It's dangerous.
And don't ever fucking, once again, don't ever fucking say anything to me about wasting police resources. When in the beginning of this, when I first started reviewing BJ, they were being told that the tip line, nobody was answering the tip line for Sebastian Rogers. So she incited your word there, BJ, like how I use that against you. You incited your chat to start calling the Sumner County tip line repeatedly over and over again, wasting police resources. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff like you just don't play with that kind of things. I mean, that's not what CPS is there for. It's not what the police are there for. I mean, it's disruptive.
No, the police might have actual like serious things to handle, like DV situations.
In the kids' lives, it's all the things, you know?
Yep. I believe the higher power gave no sense that stank face as a warning to others.
Oh, my poor stank face.
Doll face. Woo.
Tugs on heartstrings. Thank you so much.
BJ, have you stood up yet? Stood up, turned your camera on, spin around, touch your toes? I know that's pushing it. Talk about my stank face all you want. That's all you've ever said. Oh my God. Her fucking upper lip must smell like shit because she looks like she's sniffing shit all the time. Look at her fucking big nose. Look at her broad shoulders. Are you a man, nonsense?
So much for being.
No matter what I am, bitch, I run circles around you mentally, physically, intellectually, successfully.
Being a member. I mean, thank you so much
with no shoes on and a bad tan line.
for the $2 super chat. We were talking about the movie Sybil. All right, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Oh, Hot Mess, how are you? How's that ankle? See if she can hear us.
Is she muted?
For the record.
Whose channel?
Impact Granny, though, because
Granny.
I'm listening, chat, and probably go to sleep. But I'll probably come up tomorrow, though.
Okay, love. Just let me know.
They got to get a way in there to try and blame this on Granny, even though Granny has nothing to fucking do with any of this shit. Not a single fucking thing.
All right.
And tell me again, this isn't all about making BJ a victim because she lost a litigation that she got herself knowingly into, and she has to pay damages. So all of this concocted now, all of this bullshit, it's a game to make BJ the victim.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and go through this. I don't want to, it ain't a whole lot on this one. It's just the important parts. And I do think we needed that.
You notice how she won't even utter Burnt Toast's name? She will not even utter it. Burnt Toast has reviewed her a few times and she is so scared of Burnt Toast. I would be too.
What Hot Man?
Burnt Toast is one of the other ones that is fucking spot on. Clip after clip. If she says something, she's got the clip. It's right there. And she can lay out fucking fabulous timelines.
Is referring to. I'm glad she reminded me of that because
yeah, that was months ago.
Oh my God. All right. So here we go. This is fair use for the record.
Whose channel?
Impact Granny, though, because
Granny's all right. Here we go.
Granny's not behind anybody doing these things. When I called to report BJ, I didn't call to report BJ.
Listen to nonsense. Tell how she called to report BJ. You can't call to report BJ for a comment that BJ didn't even make.
for 3 years. The fuck I couldn't. I made an informational report, gave him my information, and what I did, and what you gonna do? There's none of this is going to impact. Oh, lie to your audience some more? Impact Granny though, because Granny's not behind anybody doing these things. When I called to report BJ, I didn't call to report BJ. I called to report myself because her inciting that I was clipping her children and doing nefarious shit to her children. Then it.
Hold on a minute. I just caught something. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Listen to that again. You said what?
I said the same thing I've been saying all along that you played back in February. I had to report myself because her inciting that I was clipping her children and doing
her inciting. So you believe in inciting, right?
Yeah, but that's also, by the way, playing semantics with the fact that she called to report you. But, yeah.
Right. Try again, Kim. Try again. If I would have reported BJ, they would have went out to BJ.
Exactly.
She is 100% Nellie Olson. 100%.
Last time I was Ernest T-Bag.
I was agreeing
Through and
with
through. If somebody can make me a meme
of
of
her.
nonsense with Nellie Olson's curls, oh my God.
No.
She's Nellie Olson. Do you remember Nellie
Yes.
Olson? The little,
Yes. Little brat. She's a brat
oh
on
my God, she's Nellie Olson through and through.
That's funny.
That's perfect, Leah. Perfect. I cannot believe this. So I can incite people, but you can't.
I didn't say that I can't, but I didn't incite Dark Horse. Dark Horse had an issue with you all on her own.
Got it. And you can report me.
And you fucking lied. You lied to your subs and incited that. Yeah.
Because somebody.
Oh, I could absolutely incite some fuckery. 100%. You want me to? Probably fucking not.
You weren't inciting anybody.
I had that question too, actually. So I actually had that question too, Brittany, and then just with everything going on, I forgot to ask. How the hell did Queen Bee find out before you had ever told anybody?
Exactly. Yep. Make it make sense. QB still hasn't answered that question.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I don't think she did.
Great point, Luminous. Thank you so much for the super chat. Interesting.
Well, and wasn't it a chatter that said something, called her a predator? Something that she does all the time now that I think about it. Suddenly that word is like the tag word around here, but back then.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't.
And
I'll say somebody has predatory behavior, but I don't call people predators like that. Sorry.
A couple months ago, that was like enough where she's like, I'm going to call and introduce myself to your police. It's even better than that, Josh, because she's like, I'm just going to call and introduce myself to your police. And then apparently she's claiming she did it. I guess we'll find out.
You guys are such fucking idiots.
Okay.
You reviewed me in February.
Tugs on Heartstrings said, wait, for sure, I put Mischief, but it was Kansas City Chief I was talking to, Lord, saying I'm scared. Sorry, Yvette Mischief. So she wasn't talking about Mischief. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, come on now, Rocky. We know better than that.
Everything she's saying, though, either.
We're going to skip.
Unless you want to know, Brittany.
You bank money and call you a girl.
That's rich. Pot me kettle.
Mm-hmm.
You have officially taken up more money in fundraisers than anybody on this platform ever. You like
12 of them put together.
You talk about bankrolling money, girl. You cannot you're so blitzed out of your mind. You can't even see your own hypocrisy.
Not BJ accusing somebody of drug use. That wouldn't be it, would it? I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. I don't ever want to hear anybody on any side saying that they fucking don't do this whole shit about accusing people of being on drugs, because BJ does it just as much as anybody else on the other side. So fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Sinner.
And by the way, I'm about to need some fucking drugs to put up with some of these idiots on here. Preferably some psychedelics. Thank you very much.
Did you see what Sinner said?
Mm-hmm.
I hope Buzzy didn't hurt anyone today. It's always a gamble with that one.
Yeah. No, I forgot. What Opal said is right, actually. What Opal said is right. I forgot all about that whole thing because back then that was really early on. I didn't know a lot about who these people were and all that. But that's right, because that was one of the first things that came up, is that she's out virtue signaling.
Yup.
I don't think I was reviewing her at that time. I think that was right before I knew anything about, well, no, was that a whole year before? I don't even remember that. So no, I don't.
that you let your kids be heard in the background. Ooh, big deal. But anyway,
then why is she making it a big deal if there's clips out there with her kids in the background, Kim?
But so she has.
Kim, you're going to go down and say that this person is the best mother of the year? I love this for you. I love this for you.
The kindness to cut them out just so that she could play it. And then she cut out like the first one. And then, yeah.
And then she played them.
Yeah.
And then bragged about cutting them out.
Oh, I could play some clips.
Can't make it up.
Craziness.
I could play some more clips of you from your public commentary and community fucking bullshit that you put out here when you had Laura CPS on your panel. When you had her on your panel, you were being screamed at and hollered. So anybody that got that screen recording has nefariously clipped your children? No, we were clipping you, you dumb bitch.
What's wrong, Buzzy? What's wrong, Buzzy? Scared somebody's gonna get $1 that you don't get. Jack.
Once again, what she's doing with Queen Bee, you can feel however you want, but she is doing a fucking complete rendition because she is using the hate for Queen Bee, the personal fallouts between Queen Bee and others as her leg in. She is going to milk it and run with it. Every time she talks about Queen Bee getting money, her subs know it's the green light to try and match that support that Queen Bee is getting on the other side. This is a fucking very intentional thing that she does because she's jealous of the support Queen Bee gets. So hating Queen Bee is beneficial to her pocketbook because then Queen Bee haters fire up and try to compete with Queen Bee's subs and throw money at BJ. This is how it works for her.
It's okay, Buzzy. You still make more money than
not all money is equal. We all know she makes more money than most of the people.
And she's worried about my little crumbs. Like, girl. Yeah. It's all right, Buzzy. I ain't gonna take your blunts and joints from you.
There you go. I was thinking that.
$35 blunt is some good shit.
Got him.
What is it? What is it? Has to go. What do I always say to her? Pass the doobie to the left, beanie bum boo.
Dark side, yes, they can. Microdosing is a big thing for pain for a lot of people, actually. I haven't been brave enough to try it, but I tried them when I was younger for no benefit, so might as well, right?
Knowledge of. What do you think she does on her neighbors?
That's why I'm saying, like, they've accused me of being a drunk so many times on this app. Okay, and
or they got her food wrong at no.
We used to laugh so fucking hard when they would fire up and be like, nonsense is drunk. I, at that time, hadn't even had a drink in like 6 years. I've had 2, I think, in the last 2.5, 3 years.
Restaurant.
And I was so proud of myself for having them. I was like, look at me.
Could you imagine?
The checkout bagger didn't make her.
No,
didn't
that's
make her bag
nonsense. That's a
tight
different
enough,
person. She lives in
Utah.
Where does she live? In Arizona.
Reality said I live in Utah.
Oh, she lives in Arizona too.
She called
Arizona.
Oh, they said you got an Arizona call, Brittany.
Are you fucking dumb or stupid, Kim? Are you dumb or stupid? This is what I listened to and went, wait a fucking minute. And this bitch, anybody is giving her credit for having a JD? A jackass donkey? What the fuck? Kim woke up. Kim's part of the conversation again, guys. Hold on. She just woke up.
To call the police on me for a comment somebody in my chat made that I didn't even have knowledge of. What do you,
Bitch, shut up.
you think she does on?
Again, if you want to hear my full explanation for what incited that, her breakdown of all of that, I did a 5-hour live 2 days ago and detailed every bit of it, inlaid all the clips of what was going on, what happened, the comment that set it off, BJ's twist of me trying to do something nefarious to her children that incited the child predator comments that just snowballed from there, why I called and introduced myself to her police department. Again, feel free to go watch it. Feel free to have all the opinions you want on it. But again, I don't care. I stand where I stand. Just because I'm on this internet doesn't mean I'm not going to make a paper trail. One thing I am is very fucking smart and very fucking calculated. If I see the writing on the wall 2 weeks in, 6 weeks in, and you're trying to threaten me that your mental health is going to be on my hands if I don't stop reviewing you, that I'm inciting CPS 6 weeks in. You were bold enough to try and say that to me when I was on panel with you on panel. If you're bold enough to do that, you guarantee that I'm going to absolutely for sure protect me and mine because I see your games.
On her neighbors. Or,
Right.
or if they got her food wrong at the
I love my fucking neighbors. My neighbors aren't complete fucking buffoons either.
restaurant.
And we never send anything back to restaurants. My family owned 2 restaurants. Also don't do that. And I'm a really fucking good tipper. Imagine that. They can call me a Karen all they want. I like some Karens.
You imagine?
The checkout bagger didn't make.
I got robbed by a woman coming out of the fucking hospital with a walker, and I didn't even take her walker and beat her with it. I'm so bad.
No,
Didn't make
that's
her bag
nonsense. That's a
tight
different
enough,
person. She lives in
Utah.
where did she live? Arizona.
Oh, she lives in Arizona too.
This bitch said, "Where do I live?" Reality says Utah. This one screams, "Oh my God, she lives in Utah."
She called
Arizona.
Oh, they said you got an Arizona call, Brittany.
That's what I'm saying. She lives in Arizona.
Oh, I
She
love
admitted she called on me. You heard me ask Officer Locklear.
So that means that when they were thinking of the crazy callers,
I
that
fucking love this.
Arizona call was in there too.
But did you hear what he said? He said a lady called from Arizona and said you was trying to hurt yourself. So now whether that's nonsense or not, I don't know. But
Nope, it isn't for the call.
I can tell you certainly you called because you said
I said I called you, fucking idiot.
you
You
did.
hear that
Why would I have called and said you were gonna hurt yourself? Nope. Called to give him my information.
nonsense?
we
She
just,
wasn't-
we just
What reality? Did you scream again or have a fucking panic attack again and start getting all giddily? Hee. What am I listening for, reality? What am I supposed to be hearing? Your come apart?
need to pull the record. I mean, it's just we'll solve
February 26th. Kim, pull the record.
this.
Play the call.
I think there's something that we're gonna find that they're worried about because they're just. I mean, people's just too.
Try again. Try again. Keep on keeping on. And this is BJ's deflection mechanism. She has been, ever since I laid out that 9-hour live stream, she was going to wipe her channel. She was going to do all these things. Now she's trying to set it up that we're the ones that are covering for something. Nah, bitch. Try again.
Up in arms.
They need to be worried because we can find the information out.
What?
I don't know. All right, here we go.
So worried, flipping her children and doing nefarious shit to her children. Then it incited others.
I didn't say you did nefarious shit to my kids. Stop putting words in my mouth.
No, actually, the
comment
point of
section
it was
to
that she was a liar.
Yeah.
She was
Nobody said
misleading
you. Girl, nobody said that. Not even Penny said that.
No, Penny says something else.
God, I can't.
She
Or
said
say
something
that I was a child predator.
Yep.
Yeah, she said that.
Please
She
call the
said
police. on
Penny.
me. Call him. Call the
Penny
police. Send
said
them to my
that.
house. I have nothing.
Penny Monroe said that.
They are so hard trying to spin this.
that. Yep.
Not Brittany.
No,
Correct.
not crazy.
Yeah, I see why they're friends. I see why Nonsense is her mentor.
Whose mentor?
I wonder what the police officer told her. They're probably thinking to themselves, "This lady's cool."
You want to know what the police officer told me? Reality, at the end of the day, that it's BJ's responsibility to keep her children offline. If she doesn't want people clipping things with her children, their voices in it, then she shouldn't be putting them out there publicly. It's her responsibility to keep them offline if she has a problem with people clipping them. No matter what people are doing, it's her responsibility ultimately for not being more diligent about keeping them out of the background of her fucking rants and raves. That's what he told me. And he told me I could call back and get the report if I needed to for YouTube or anything else. And have a great day.
Cuckoo. Because it was not Brittany that said that.
Yeah, we need to get those records, Brittany, because you need them. You need them for the legal reasons and all that.
They need them for the legal reasons and all that. First and foremost, I want to point out right quick, I have no legal anything with Brittany right now. Nothing. You hear Kim right there. So tell me again that this isn't being set up to try and use against Granny, because BJ has damages hearing and they're in appeal. So anybody that thinks that this is going to benefit them in their appeal, you're fucking wrong. Because during an appeals process, they don't get to submit new information to the court. They're making their appeal basically saying that the first judge did not rule properly on the facts of the law. They don't get to submit new evidence. They don't get to go back in and make BJ a victim. They are absolutely, she knows she lost. There's no new information that gets sent to appeals. But my belief is that because she lost and she will have to pay damages, that they're going to try and turn around and do something else nefarious, because I'm not included in anything legally. Not one bit, nowhere, shape or how, but they've been trying to amp it up and put me in the middle of things. She was reaching out to creators such as CJ's Crime Concept back in April of 2024, asking CJ to get a group of them together to go legal after a bunch of us. And here is the screenshots that CJ's Crime Concept exposed. Let me go back.
People are so nasty on this platform. No, we're good. I had a group of mean girls who go to all creators and many subs trying to turn them against me. I know this game. She's already warning me that I get attacked like crazy. Setting up the heartstring. Oh gosh.
Yeah, and then you feel bad.
Yep.
Look at this. And then she's like, I think we need to come together. This is right in the very
Kraken, I'm so proud of Jess for keeping her head on straight. Seriously. I know she gets a lot of backlash. But again, the truth is the truth, and she's standing on the truth right now. And
very beginning, dude.
She's growing. This one's staying stagnant. It's an embarrassment.
Legally. Oh my goodness gracious.
This is right in the very beginning. She's saying, threaten to cease. I think we need to come together and go after them legally. Hang on. And I'm just like, right?
Oh, isn't that an interesting date? 4/22/24. So by that time, she had tried to incite that her audience to believe that I was behind Dark Horse threatening her with CPS. I played that last night. Then April 22nd, she's talking to CJ about trying to go legal. Granny and I are specifically mentioned in this. I'm Lady LaDude. See that right there? She wasn't okay with what CJ said. She didn't go along with it, but here she is in private messages to CJ calling me Lady LaDude, which again was transphobia that they were spewing over and over again. Are you a man? That type of shit. And now it's turned into her subs calling me man sense, which is technically hate speech that I will be reporting as such, because it is hate speech against a community that she doesn't even know what it exists. Because what did she put the other day? It's actually LGBTQ, and she put LBTQ or something fucking stupid.
Look at this right here. Thanks for coming on last night. Epic stream. And look, it's still the same. Just earlier in the day. Then, hey, later that afternoon, hey, we pissed Lady LaDude off big time. She wanted me. She wanted me to stand up for her. She wanted me to do this shit.
This is why every person around her, again, I will continue to say it, is beneficial until they're not. You are beneficial to Brittany until you go against what she wants.
Bro, look at this. And then I'm like feeling all bad because she's, oh gosh. And I'm like, whoa. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, Eddie, I need to apologize for everything here. I'm like, look, I'm sorry you're getting the hate because of me. I'll stay off the show and chat so it doesn't disrupt your show. Just let me know when it's comfy for you. I apologize. She's like, fuck that. No way. Right? I'm the one, like, dude, like, you're.
Hey, Danny.
Like, come on, man. Like, what? I feel bad already. And then, like, I'm sitting here standing up for you, doing shit without your name on it, and then fucking, and then I'm sorry. And then I'm sitting here apologizing. I'm sorry. Did Nana get some hate because of me too? Like, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, like all this hate and this and that. No, you come up. Do not let these fuckers change our flow. No, Nana has not been getting hate. Or no, She said, no, Nana has been getting hate because of me, even before the comments about Contessa.
Contessa is also a nickname I went by for a short period of time. It was a fucking joke.
Whoever Contessa
that would be me
is, I don't know, because
Lady Ladude is what they refer to me as.
It was before me. It was before me, okay? It was before me. Look at this. Hey, this was 424. Hey, I made a community post. I just want you to know I stand with you proudly. These fuckers are not the see, and when you listen to her, you did, right? I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Listen to this. Listen, these bitches have been coming for me even before you. Did I not say that?
Damn.
Right, dude? Right? Okay.
No, she's just calling shots at you now because she can. I don't know.
Trust me, it's not your fault. Fuck that. Come to my channel. Don't let them keep you away. Creators are starting drama, whatever. Then she's like, I noticed these people are attacking you and I more than anyone else. And I'm like, what if I did that to her and she never talked shit on me? I get it. I'm sitting here like, I just want to, whatever we can do, right? And then I'm sitting here asking her, is this person real? Remember her? The fake dog handler? Is this person real? Because she was like having her on and shit and, talking and this and that. And I'm
not her whining about Granny in private DMs. Shocker.
Sitting there going, man, this lady's creeping me out, bro. Like creeping me out, bro. And then she's like, hey. I was like, is this Steph real? Yeah. You okay? A lot of shit. Don't even spell a lot right. It's a space LOT. A lot of shit happening with Granny chick. She's dude. There's so many people that freaking go
drama
after her, right? So when I'm showing you the message that I showed you, the one that she's really after them legally, hang on.
There you go. There you fucking go.
People are so nasty on this platform. No, we're good. I had a group of mean girls who go to all creators and many subs trying to turn them against me. I know this game. She's already warning me that I get attacked like crazy. Setting up the heart.
She knows she's the problem and she's trying to manipulate CJ into defending her. She needs these men. Her man isn't good enough to stand up for her. She can't rely on her man. She needs all these other men's that are weak-spined bitches to stand beside her and defend her honor on YouTube. She tries to manipulate them by being this poor mom. She's got a whole ass fucking partner. Why do you need these random fucking dudes on the YouTube to stand up for you?
Heartstring.
Oh, wait, because your fucking man don't care. He would sell you out for a $2 fucking bill and a fucking case of Bud Light.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and then you feel bad.
Look at this. And then she's like, I think we need to come together. This is right in the very beginning, dude.
Legally. Oh my goodness gracious.
This is right in the very beginning. She's saying, threaten to cease. I think we need to come together and go after them legally.
Oh, wait, but we're the problem, right? Just a little walk down memory lane. The receipts matter.
Said that.
Please call the police.
Penny.
Call him. Call
Penny
the police. Send
said
him to my house. I have nothing.
Penny Monroe said that.
Yep.
Not Brittany.
No.
Yeah.
Not crazy.
Yeah, I see why they're friends. I see why Nonsense is her mentor.
I wonder what the police officer told her. They're probably thinking to themselves, this lady's cuckoo. Because it was not Brittany that said that.
No, trust and believe I'm very effective. I made sure that he was aware of what he needed to be aware of and why I was calling. But carry on, reality. I'm sure he would love to talk to you with the leave Brittany alone.
Yeah, we need to get those records, Brittany, because you need them. You need them for the legal reasons and all that.
Oh, for sure.
But
yeah, I want it
then
all.
we need to come on here and do a dramatic reading. We need to recreate the phone call. Yes, we need to recreate these Karen-ass weirdo phone calls.
Yes.
I thought you needed them for legal purposes there, Kim. Now you need them for drama and content. Oh, so We're not turning police calls that Brittany is fucking crying and whining about happening into fucking content, are we now? Oh, no. This is why I wonder, are you fucking setting her up, Kim and Crafton? Shady? Irish? Punky?
I'm calling because some chatter said that I was a child predator and I am a advocate.
I'm a child advocate.
Words that have never come out of my mouth. I advocate for my children in my real life, people around me in real life, not on this fucking app. I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. But I did tell him I'm a mandated reporter by profession and I don't play with things like this. Oh, you wouldn't know what that means though, right? Because you've got a JD, but it helps you with, how may I take your order?
I stand up for victims and their family.
Oh, and the other one's never even had a job or a career one time, and she could barely stand on her feet because she had to actually stand up for more than an hour. Okay, then. Terry, thank you so much for the gift and memberships. Welcome to the Cabana, you guys. Oh, Blank Slate, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Healing Time, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Sorry, I missed some of these. Baby, 8 months. B, 5 months. Terry, thank you for the gift and memberships. Miss Leah for 28 months. Love you too. I can't wait to hear about your weekends.
Families and my Islanders and I are not going to stand for this. I will be on the first flight to North Carolina tomorrow. How dare you allow one of her?
Does it bother you that I travel? Oh, you're a world traveler though, right?
Her subscribers to call me.
Does it bother you that I could be on an airplane to North Carolina and would gladly stand before a judge and tell the judge everything I fucking know with receipts, clips?
Nate, I demand that you go put
a timeline. Oh, sure would. And guess what? I wouldn't have to beg my subs to fly me there.
Her in handcuffs now.
She said
Kyle would do it.
That Craig is better looking than Kyle. And that is defamatory.
And he has better fingernails than I do.
Brittany. Craig and Brittany.
Sorry, it's been a long time since militiamen. Oh, unemployed militia wannabe toy soldiers have been my type. I got over that in like my 20s and 30s. I prefer real men like Kyle. Craig is never going to be seen as attractive, physically, intellectually, anything. My men have to have some sort of substance, and Craig just lacks every bit of it. And he would have probably been picking up his teeth after referring to me as out of shape like he did you, a big girl, all of the things that he said to you that are very derogatory recently. Yeah, Craig's not attractive, and I'm sorry that you see him as that. I think you could probably do better. But then again, here you are, so I don't know.
My God, it's like downpouring outside.
Oh, you got the storm now.
Yeah, and it came from nowhere. I was like, it's been a nice day too. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, one of those happened earlier too. I was like, man, it was all nice and now it's pouring. And then it's nice again. I know, right, Center?
Karen.
Yeah, she is. No, she's Nelly. It definitely is Nelly.
Brittany said I smoke too much and I have dirty fingernails.
Look at his little wrench over here. Aw. Sinner's got a little wrench.
I just want to introduce myself.
If you know, you know.
Capri pants.
He does. Yes. Just so RM knows, like that was what killed me. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my God, they're so bothered still by Kyle pulling up his sweatpants. Kyle had his sweatpants pulled up one day and they were like capris, like they were shortened because he had them pulled up because he actually was working. And Kim is so triggered by Kyle pulling his sweatpants up. She is so fucking bothered by Kyle's pants being pulled up. Bitch, your man is so obsessed with other women. He's using the money you go to work and make to buy websites on other women. And you're worried about my man's pants being pulled up? Your man, well, you go to work to provide for your family is sitting at home using the money that you have worked for to buy websites because of his obsession with other women. I'll take Kyle in his capri pants, no pants, pineapple pants, whatever, over your pathetic man. Oh, wait, is he a man? Yeah, I don't consider men like him to be men. They're kind of the scum of the earth, aren't they? You could probably do better than him too, but then again, I don't know. Look at how you behave. Might be a match made in heaven.
Like, you just gotta, like, dudes have to pick a lane. Like, you're wearing shorts, or I mean, I can't trust a dude.
You can't trust a dude in short pants, but you can trust a dude that had you make a GoFundMe saying he was in a coma when he was actually in jail. Make it make sense.
Nothing to hide. I
don't even participate in any of your chats.
What? I know.
I don't even participate in it. So these people, I think they know anything about litigation. You have no fucking idea. Go feed Brittany her victimhood.
Always got to talk about that.
Coming on panel.
Come out of her mouth.
Look, you can have that victimhood. I don't want that shit. Y'all are the only ones ever going off about a victim.
Yep.
You can have it. We all know you like that victimhood status, Granny. That's all you, boo boo.
Happy birthday, Josh! Officially.
Whose birthday is it? Josh Duncan. Mm-hmm. It is now my birthday.
Oh my God, they're so pathetic. They've got to find a way to throw Granny in there. Let's fast forward it one more time because it's so fucking funny.
Protect my identity.
We're almost done.
Let that
and
yeah,
I mean that's the truth.
They've seen it.
With the police, and I don't know. I'm seeing stuff about
If you want to watch this, this was Granny's the other morning is what she's playing. It would be more peaceful just to go to Granny's and watch it though, so you don't have to have reality giggling like a fucking weirdo and Kim acting like she knows something about something.
Witness protection program. There are people on this panel that absolutely know.
Oh my God.
I am in a program that is to protect my identity.
What's so funny about this whole situation, sorry, I'm pausing a lot because everything there's one after another thought that I'm having. Kim, on the nights she's not on BJ's, she can be found on Natasha Cooper's channel. I don't remember the actual name of her channel even, but who hates BJ. So she spends her time between two creators that absolutely can't stand each other. It's so fucking funny. I can't wait to see the fall apart. And BJ doesn't even, she's so caught up in needing people to defend her. She don't even realize what she's walking herself into.
Let that
and
yeah.
I mean, that's the truth.
They've seen it.
I absolutely nonsense. If you want
Wait a minute, hold on.
Tell them that I am actually in.
Let me go back.
So nonsense. Can you please tell them that I am
Listen.
actually in a protection program? And if not, Granny, if you
She asked me, she said, nonsense. Can you please tell him? Do you think I confirmed that? Nope, I sure didn't.
I mean, yeah, you told me that you were.
No, I will send you proof of it.
I don't need proof of it. You told me that you were. I don't, to be honest.
Yeah, she said that. She sent me a bunch of documents. 2 of them I didn't even open.
Well, no, but your chat is saying that
it's none of my business.
Lost all credibility when I said that I was in a witness protection program. And the thing of it is I mean, I can send you proof, absolute proof.
I believe you. I still don't understand. So you're saying to the police, hey, look at this video. Does she seem weird? You're admitting that you know that she has CPS involvement and everything, but you didn't think the police were going to do anything with that video. Then why even call?
She benefits from
agree. Fast forwarding
that in some sort of weird way, if I can say that. But it had the CPS call had nothing to do with me at all. I did as soon as she said, all these other people are involved, especially nonsense. I was like, no. I came up on Jay's panel because I listened to her as I'm going to.
And much respect for that. At least she came up and owned that part. But again, it's continued by her going on panels.
Honestly, and I don't watch necessarily Brittany until.
And they started going after Jay for allowing her up on panel to even admit it. Somehow it became Jay's fucking fault.
Listen.
She started. She's funny. Jay is funny as hell. But so I will lay in my bed because I have insomnia and listen to her.
And Jay publicly disagreed with what she did that very night. And gave me the space to explain because some people didn't know what had happened or why I'd called in February.
Mouth and she lost control of herself. People.
I think she wasn't getting the results she wanted though. Exactly. If you line it all up, Brittany, she has to because she sent all her emails with you or to you to nonsense. She had to have nonsense tell her when's the last time that I emailed. April 9th with her apology, and then she makes this point of saying she didn't hear back from you, and she wasn't all that happy about that. And then it's and then suddenly there's a CPS call, but there's nothing that much happens from that. And
not suddenly. So April 9th of 2024 is when Dark Horse made the threats of calling CPS on her. BJ claims that she just recently, April 30th of 2025 is when CPS first came to her house. I'm not buying that timeline of April 30th, 2025. Still, I have problems with that. I believe that there is likely probably things going on before that, but I don't know. I have no idea. But she has completely rewrote the story so many times and added new things in. That's intentional to lose people so they don't even know what's coming or going.
There's all these police calls where they really can't do anything either because she's not saying anything that requires them to act. And then here comes all this, and finally she does. But she doesn't do it until the next day, and she waits until you're live to do it.
Yep. I mean,
she's unstable.
She's so tired of not getting picked. Well,
take time to write it down. All the things.
Fast forwarding it.
I mean, it's just so futile. The way she tries to throw these little tiny things in.
Yeah.
To try to separate herself in some way. It's just no. The writing's on the wall. Everyone sees you. You might still have a place with nonsense and granny, but
look at what again. She didn't have a place with us to begin with, so there's that.
He's saying
I hadn't heard from her since April 12th, 2024, and didn't respond to that one either. Again, let me throw that up on the screen. There you go. Here's the last emails. There's one other email that is not on here that was from 2023 that didn't fit. Total of 7 emails that she had sent to me. The last one, April 12th, 2024 at the very top. There you go.
Yeah.
Kimmy Lou says, QB is telling Dark Horse to quit emailing her. She doesn't want any more stuff from her. Yeah.
But she wants attention. And Brenda, that's the other name that she goes by.
Y'all, but here's the problem. Y'all, oh God. I cannot stress. I want people to understand these people, the dark horses of the world. They see their creators are okay with this type of behavior. Therefore, they go forward with it.
Again, April 9th, 2024, I told Dark Horse I was against what she did in weaponizing CPS. I made a whole statement about that. We watched it last night. Feel free. It's at the end of last night's video if you want to see that. Once again, nothing to do with us.
And they come to them to be, it's like doing things to get head pats and attention. You people.
But what this woman needs to understand is that even, people, go back to what we said before, okay? The only person I give any credit is Clue because she didn't let her up on her panel either. But Queen doesn't need this kind of bullshit. She makes enough of her own bullshit.
She's got to play her hand out because people a little bit off. Thank you for the support. But I'll be honest, people like Dark Horse, people like the Dark Horses continue to give her victimhood. So it's one thing to stick to the facts and continue to debunk the shit that she's doing, the harm she's doing. But this is a wash, rinse, repeat. But by doing stuff like Dark Horse did and then going on panels, like if it would have been for concern, one thing. But the constant drama around it makes Brittany the victim. So it's a wash, rinse, repeat. And she gets to hide her hands every fucking time. It's look over there or not over here. Shit, every fucking time. But they make her a victim and it works for her. She's reliant on it.
It's just like when other people are seeing through it, you just
thank you.
Time to move on.
Right.
Y'all really need to take a lesson. Like, they won't though. I don't even know why. It's just infuriating. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shady said no, not after what Clue said today. No, I know. I heard Clue.
I don't listen to it, so I don't know what happened.
She was glad that bitch called.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Hi, Dimebag. Good to see ya.
501 Dimebag Chris says, yo, hey. Good evening to all you beautiful and lovely ladies.
I like your beard. It looks like my husband's.
Hey. 501 Dimebag Chris. Sorry,
you're gonna be hoarse tomorrow.
I know.
They're so concerned about what's happening. They're so concerned about this call and people calling her, but everything is a fucking show for her. She's so busy imitating Queen Bee because every time, again, it's about the money. It's the end of the month for her. She was going to milk this all the way out.
Created this monster. Y'all gave her a room and board.
Well,
no, she came from you where she had room and board. She never got room and board over here. Any of my mods that I talk to that I'm actually friends with can tell you they don't even know who this person is, nor have I ever said her name because she doesn't belong here.
It's more like this. We all have to use the app responsibly. The app, see, I'm going to talk nonsense now. We all are expected to be on here responsibly, specifically because we don't know who's listening. You aren't going to incite somebody. God, it was Chronicles of the Shady. Chronicles of the Shady has like the banger of a community post that says it all.
Yep.
Because listen,
Chronicles of the Shady also has a fucking post telling me to shut the fuck up and do all this other stuff while she's telling BJ I called her a predator. BJ played that clip and looked like the fucking fool she is because I'm not a predator. and never called her a predator either. It's very clear, but Clip Punk and Shady, I think, are up to no good and setting you up too, BJ. I love this for you. Again, have you sent your mods on a scavenger hunt to go find all these people that you think support you, their comments about you a year ago? I'm sure it would be enlightening. Do you really think that their opinions of you changed? No, they just needed you for their hate over other creators that they want to see taken off this app. You're just a beneficial part of their fucking narratives too.
You can have your opinions, but when you start proactively saying this, and this, oh, she's a bad mom. Someday someone's going to do something about that. Someone should do something about that.
Well, maybe she should stop portraying herself as a bad mother online. Maybe she should stop putting it out here that her kids are up all late all night, that they're constantly sick. Maybe she should stop portraying that she is a bad mom. Maybe she should start portraying herself in a more respectful, responsible way for the dignity of her children.
I'm glad somebody did something about that. You know, that gets into a whole other area.
Oh, Shady, you are the bomb. Oh my God, she done made a video, y'all. Look at this, and we'll read Shady's community post too. Thank you, Shady. Oh my God, Shady, let me tell you something. Y'all make sure y'all keep your headphones on so you can hear this bull crap.
It really kind of makes me sick that they are weaponizing and then they excuse Shady's behavior. Well, she can get away with it because she lives in a distorted reality. That really makes me sick. It really makes me fucking sick that they use people like this.
Shady, she catches things that I don't. So let me drop her link. Y'all sub up to her. All right. Lori says they really need to be careful because if somebody does end up hurting themselves, they're going to be charged for that, especially when they host people like CP who says suck on a shot. You know what? Yep. Oh, we'll play that too.
Or tells people to drink bleach. Yeah, those kind of people.
I remember that.
We sent you the screenshot of that.
Yeah.
What about reality on your panel saying that Chris and Katie hit a body? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Have the receipts on that.
What was it? Like they told her she didn't do it the right way?
Yeah, no. Granny sat in the chat and told the girl, a pregnant girl, that to drink bleach.
And once again, here they go, trying to imply anything with Granny. Granny's not even involved in this shit. Granny hasn't been reacting like that, and Brittany is poking. She needs to push and push. This is a constant maneuvering. She is constantly trying to push on Granny, constantly bringing Granny up, her and Kim, because they want to push Granny to react. They need Granny to react so BJ can be the victim again, because BJ lost a massive lawsuit, a massive injunction, and she wants to push Granny to react.
Same chick, though, that makes those accusations towards male people around here based on nothing.
Oh, Joe.
It's his bitch ass in all of them's in Clue's chat, by the way, at that time.
Joe, I wasn't around for that. So, there, look at, I knew that. See, I always know. Somebody's watching me. I make intentional comments when I go places. I love it. I love it for you. She thinks it gives her victimhood when all it shows, in my opinion, is her own negligence of not protecting her own again. Guess what I was talking about? I was talking about the video of her children that somehow got uploaded to this app. She, with advice from people around her, did not report that video to authorities or make sure that it was removed from the internet. She used it for content for days on end afterwards. She didn't report it, didn't ask for help to make sure it was removed to protect the dignity of her children. And once again, I will continue to say it. It falls on her. She is negligent when it comes to protecting her family until it's necessary for content and sympathy. Tell me I'm wrong.
She thinks it gives her victimhood when it shows, in my opinion, her own negligence of not protecting her own again. What happened to protecting victims and children? Nonsense. That's not for mine, though, right?
Nonsense is an unemployed housewife. Let's call it what it fucking is.
Oh, am I? I am, huh?
Talk about not protecting your kid.
Keep thinking that. Please do. That's better.
You allow your daughter to talk to a stranger on the internet that's like 20 years older than her.
Oh, I allow my adult daughter. Not talking about my children, though, are we? So let's talk about this, you grimy fucking good-for-nothing cunt. You want my daughter, my adult daughter, to read you for the fucking filth you are because she's more successful in 22 years of her life on this app, off this app, than you will ever be. I would suggest, if you don't want a tongue lashing from the adult child that you keep mentioning that has a relationship with a grown adult, yeah, her mental health was struggling. we're responsible about things like that, you know, and promote positive interaction and uplifting, which is what Cash provided to her, checking on her, making sure she was okay. You know, a community, sometimes it takes a village when somebody's mentally struggling. Kenzie was vulnerable, and Cash showed up, and he's been like an uncle to her. What is it though? Can I push a child out my twat? Because the last time Sarah took panel over there and had really something good to say, she said I couldn't even push a child out of my twat. Kenzie wasn't my biologic child, so I wouldn't know what it felt like to love a kid anyways. And then it went on to, now I'm exploiting my stepdaughter to an elderly man for money. He pays for our vacations and all this other shit, which is not even remotely true. But you want to keep talking about my adult child, where you sat in a live stream of Tiffany Marie's when you guys were implying that my child was a minor. Going after a minor is what you guys thought, even though she's a grown-ass fucking adult driving me home from a medical procedure. But you were okay with that when Tiffany Marie was assuming that she was going after my minor child. You cheered that on. My grown, almost 23-year-old daughter, by the way, Kenzie's birthday is in a couple days, so it's a reminder of all the fuck ups I've done in life. She tells me about it every day. Her birthday's coming up on Tuesday, and we're going to celebrate that beautiful being that I raised to be an intelligent, kind, caring, successful young lady who's got a fucking mouth on her like her mama. So if you don't want read for filth and embarrassed by a 23-year-old, I suggest you stop mentioning her, because she said very publicly the other day that I won't even let her say what she wants to say. Stop fucking with my kid. Oh, and by that way, that kid also rescues cats and works a job to pay for it. One thing you'll never be is a responsible pet owner either, because unlike Kenzie, you would have to beg your subs to pay for you to get your animals fixed. Kenzie works a job, takes continuing education classes, passed a fingerprint clearance, you know, all the things that you would know nothing about, because that means successful adults. You would have to beg your subs. Kenzie pays for it out of her paychecks. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
And don't fucking say that I'm talking about minors either. Her daughter. You want to really go there? Let's talk about you. Would you let Kendall? Or I certainly wouldn't allow my 20-year-old daughter to talk to some man online that's 50 years old. Weirdo. Want to talk about protecting kids? Nonsense.
How would you know? She doesn't even live with you. How do you know who she's talking to? You didn't even raise her. You want to go low, BJ? You didn't raise your adult daughter, so how do you know who she's talking to? She doesn't live in your home. And allow my child, adult child, who was an adult when she started talking to Cash, to speak to a man when it comes to her mental health and her needing people to check on her in a support system? Fuck yeah. Yep. I also encourage her to go to therapy, which she does. I also encourage her to have relationships with other people outside of me. And you know, it's really fucking weird that you have any right to say anything about her having a relationship. She's a whole grown-ass woman. If she wanted to date a 50-year-old man, she could. She's not. But she could. Wait, weren't you justifying that Seth Rogers, it was okay for him to start talking to Katie when she was 12 and he was 22? You justified that, right? You justified that Seth was 22 years old, 21, 22 years old, and Katie was 12. You justified that behavior. And now you have a problem with an adult who was over the age of 18 having communication with a man in a whole other country that has never once even been remotely inappropriate? Not once. A man who looks out for her, her family? Huh. Interesting.
Sense. Yeah, you're really protecting your daughter.
Thank God for the people like me who step in when other people can't raise their own. You should be thanking those people around you, BJ. You've got a few of those in your life too, don't you? Don't worry about what my daughter's doing. You don't even Your daughter doesn't live with you. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
nothing. And yet she literally was somewhere being like, I want to get a copy of that. She would never wait for the screen recorded it. It's crazy.
If a man did that, they
I
got
know,
us.
right?
So nonsense calls the cops on Brittany because a subscriber left a comment under a video saying she was a predator. Brittany deleted the comment once she was aware. As soon as I was aware, I deleted that comment. But that shit don't matter, does it? Nonsense. Nope.
No, the damage was already done. It sat up for 2 days, and you had done video after video telling your people that I was clipping your children in a nefarious fashion.
So if y'all want to talk about my kids, I'm gonna, hey, go ahead.
I don't talk about your children. They didn't get to pick you as parents. I talk about you. I think your boys are probably wonderful humans. You, on the other hand, wasteful piece of shit. Kids don't get to choose their parents. Remember that.
Y'all been doing it. Don't sit there and act like you're perfect. That every fucking person on this in this community, even my own enemies, agree that could happen to anybody.
Oh, go away. We don't need any more freaking trolls in
Jeanette,
here.
Clue is disgusting.
Whether it could happen to anybody or not. The fact of it is it happened to you, and you were neglectful and showed your negligence of not protecting your children. Once again, it was about content for you. It was never about protecting their dignity or safety, because you would have reported and made a report and got advice of how to make sure it was scrubbed from the internet forever, because it would have been about protecting the dignity of your minor children. I'm talking about you. I don't know how that video got up here, if they uploaded it or not. Not my business. My business is the fact that you are a negligent fucking piece of shit, who instead of calling the police and saying, hey, I need help to make sure that this is scrubbed off the internet, you made it into fucking content and milked it, continuing to exploit the dignity of your own children. You're negligent. I'll say it again. It's negligent for you to come on this fucking app and be so irresponsible that you pass out on stream and your minor child has to fucking wake you up and can be heard. That is negligence on your behalf. And the fact that you're putting your children in those positions is disgusting. Those kids deserve better. I said it the other day. They don't deserve this. All children are innocent and deserve better from their fucking parents. And you are fucking negligent. Yes, ma'am?
How long do eggs go back?
I mean, they have an expiration date on them. What are you trying to do?
This is sell by March 18th.
Oh, then that one needs to go. Grab the other one. Oh, there's that child again. She got up from under the stairs and is looking at the eggs.
Of course she would say some shit like that.
They all are.
All of them are sick.
Oh, wait, that's the new.
I mean, look at her. She's miserable. Look at her.
Hold up. That just dawned on me about those eggs. I got to go tell Kenzie something really quick. We just got that pack of eggs and they're expired in March. We just got those. Sis, we just got that pack of eggs. That's the one they just sent last week. Oh, the one. Okay, that was the one sitting in the other. Okay. I was going to say that's a brand new pack that I just got. Okay, thank you.
She's so miserable.
Yeah. See, this.
I was going to say, holy shit, wait, they sent us expired eggs. She grabbed the one that had one in it.
The type of shit that make me think y'all motherfuckers are some predators, because y'all are always about some fucking projection. Like, I ain't even gonna lie.
We're not predators.
You of all people calling somebody a predator. Of all.
We're not predators. We don't go chasing any of you guys.
Oh my God.
Who
We
just
don't
said
go
that?
chasing you.
Who said that? Calling us predators.
Oh, bitch, you have some. Yeah, that's nerve, girlfriend. How'd you pay your bills?
Like,
I've never been in trouble.
this is the type of shit right here that makes me think that you motherfuckers got something wrong up there for real.
Nope.
Okay, calm down. Projecting for sure.
Like the fact that BJ.
Ooh. Today I am just. Now you guys see why I came on here. I am so fucking done.
Marked in any particular way that's 18 over. Sitting on his underwear, shaking his ass in the camera, bouncing his balls all around, and there's pictures of them. That because you know what else Craig doesn't.
Very surprised at them.
What?
I believe they were for families and kids. Oh no.
Really?
Leon said a few so-called advocates disappointed me over there. That's
Oh, Leon, you live in a chronic state of disappointment. Get fucking over it. Buy a bridge. Fucking get over it.
why I left them.
These people have so much like, I'm so disappointed. If fucking random creators on YouTube disappoint you, Jesus criminies, I can't imagine how many disappointments you have in real life that strangers have the power to disappoint you so fucking much that it ruins your day.
all.
Where's my buddy a one way? Is she accusing me of causing more heart attacks?
I was very surprised at them. I believe they were for families and kids. Oh no.
And I can go
They're
better than
not
that. I can go better.
That was something, by the way, we forgot to add to the list last night. I've been accused of causing people heart attacks.
Than that, because you know what else Craig doesn't do? He doesn't go, and I'm stealing this from Salty. I can't even take credit that I came up with this one. But she did a great ass point. What's up with him over there in his skivvies? We're talking about her adult grown man over there on a children's app.
Yeah, TikTok.
TikTok. But either
So now Kim is following Clue and Cletus to TikTok, a children's app, she says. Once again, the implications are right here. In his underwear.
way, not marked in any particular way that's 18 over, sitting on his underwear, shaking his ass in the camera, bouncing his balls all around. And
why are you looking at his balls?
There's pictures of them and not much more with her own, if you catch my nonsense lingo there, walking around the house. That is weird.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Mm-mm.
Have they been on TikTok and seen what's on TikTok? Have what? What? Yeah, TikTok is far from a fucking kids app. That's how it was marketed at one time, but it is far from a fucking kids app. But obviously, TikTok takes shit down so fast for like nudity, inappropriate. What? What? Like, I'm just fucking Kim, you need help. That's BJ's statement for you. That's what BJ would say. Kim, you need help. Why are you worried about Cletus's balls? Don't you have your own mans in your purse that you carry around? Like, what the fuck, man?
She needs to check herself.
Yeah, she was right on that.
I'm just so sick of gonna say like, oh, you. And no, I did not bring that video up. QB did.
Because they're asking me what the options if the kids or whatever could have been.
She brought that up because you guys were trying to make it sound like she was storing videos of children and doxing children. Now, the accurate timeline of that goes, there was a follow-up between Queen Bee and another creator who then there was fabricated emails to state that Queen Bee and Blank Screen were doing shit to try and take that creator down. Then they pulled out an account that had been sitting up with Savage's full docs for 2+ years that had her family members on it. Queen showed that you stood with Savage because Queen was doing all these nefarious things. So when Queen rebutted you, she said, I could have done shit or said, I don't even remember what she fucking said, but there's a timeline to all of this. And it all was a buildup. You wanted to take Savage's side because poor BJ needed fucking protection. Don't matter.
And fucking Craig.
Wow.
I can't. Let's see. That's
You're a sick person.
Oh my god, this is Shady's video, isn't it?
Freaking ogre, a fat ogre.
I'm over here trying to be like outraged.
A fat
I'm
ogre
like,
with
Shady, did you hear that? Oh my god, I'm like so outraged. I'm like, wait, this was Shady's video.
I mean, look.
She doesn't want her weight talked about, but she sure is very, very, very comfortable in calling other people fat. All the way.
Because she's dealing with CPS and all of these replacements of things that she has to do, you know, and just feeling the weight of all of that. And then her coming online.
Oh my god, you aren't just nonsense. You need one, but you're not one.
Bitch, that has nothing to do with CPS at all, motherfuckers.
Do what? What, Kim? What did you say to me?
Because she's dealing with CPS and all of these replacements of things that she has to do, you know, and just feeling the weight of all of that. And then her coming online.
Oh my god, you aren't just nonsense. You need one, but you're not one.
Bitch, that has nothing.
What are you talking about, Kim? That wasn't even me talking.
To do with CPS at all, motherfuckers.
No, they decided
that was Dark Horse talking. I wasn't even, what the fuck?
We're gonna remodel the.
I get blamed for shit I'm not even a part of still.
We've been doing shit since Roger passed. We don't talk about it because of you motherfuckers. Because I know that as soon as I said anything about, oh y'all, we got this happening today or that happening today, they would have said something to incite CPS.
Bitch, you've been remodeling for going on 3+ years. You used to tell your old mods that. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up.
Have a clip, you know, or a transcript she can point to both ways to be like, no, look at, see, I said this. And which is, like I said, that's a lot like nonsense. So these people have all found each other.
Pointer lover. Seriously. That was so sweet. That's super sweet. Now they'll say I'm exploiting her to pointer lover. I'm sorry if that happens and you get that, but that was really sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. And I will respond and make sure she gets that. I genuinely appreciate you. Hold on. Actually, she's right here. Let me go show her. Give me 1 second. Pointer lover just sent you a PayPal for your birthday. Here, hold on.
Thank you, pointer lover.
That was really sweet. She's like, her eyes got really big, like, what? Who? What? Super appreciated. What are you going to buy with it for the cats? She's got an Amazon cart that has, hold on, because I came in here.
Where's the
Garbage bag. She bought one little hammock for this window. And then
Oh, I'm blind.
one little hammock for this window. She said, "You're most welcome, Kenzie." Her birthday's the 3rd. We are going to the Morgan Wallen concert in July and then the Chris Stapleton. She bought tickets for Chris Stapleton and Morgan Wallen. So I think it's July and August that we go to concerts. That's what we're doing to celebrate. And then I think she's getting a tattoo for her birthday too.
It's so gross. This is their people. I'm telling you, they are each other's people. And I just gifted 10 memberships. I don't even know who they went to, but welcome to the Gummy Squad. If anybody that was gifted, if anybody, welcome to the Unbearables. That's what we should do. That sounds so much.
Pika, any day I got a spare bedroom.
Oh, that's funny too.
What did we
It's
call
a
it?
pun.
Yeah, welcome to the unbearable
Unbearable
plague. You have been infected by the unbearable plague.
At least they're honest about something. This was the only honesty in her live stream. You're infected by the unbearable plague. Truly, it is.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Allegedly, in my opinion, with Brittany J for gifting 10 memberships. She got 10 on it. Make sure to use her if you got a membership.
Yeah, on my damn self.
By the way, if any of you talk to Skolnick, here, I'm going to point you in the correct direction.
How did they know it's my birthday?
Because I said so. She's like, oh. Skolnick, if anybody talks to Skolnick, because I guess her and I are besties, even though I'd never talk to her privately, because the bitch, until I get to talk to her fucking team of attorneys linked to her publisher, I'm not interested. But tell Skolnick, here's a couple of things if she wants to really like not mislead people or misrepresent the truth, because that's what she's doing. She's taking a video of somebody else and saying it's BJ, so she needs to correct that shit. But here it is. If she really wants to make those points, she needs to go clip Craig saying he's anti-Islamic. She needs to go then to his Twitter account and go way back, or ask him in Crafton for the stuff he was posting about Islam back in the day, like the Middle Eastern beheadings and shit like that. Then she needs to go to the part where CJ used to come on panel with BJ and grab all of the transphobic comments that they used to make towards me and other people. Then she needs to go to BJ saying the word, again, TRANNY, just so fluidly out of her mouth. Then she needs to go clip Allegedly Innocent in the anti-Semitic song that she wrote with the help of, I think it was Zoots and Boots or whatever. And sweet sativa. Karma will be tenfold, bitch. You're welcome that I went real life on myself. You're welcome that BJ even admitted nobody was dispatched to her house. You're fucking welcome. I'll wait for you to come back and apologize when she plays the call. Until then, sweet sativa, maybe go get some sugar, because your blood sugar must be pretty low because you're acting like an idiot defending her once again. Anyways, but Skolnick needs to stick to the facts, because she's off like trying to prove points over here, and all of these other things exist. So, Julie, get in line. You're making yourself look more loose cannon-ish by clipping the wrong things. All of those things exist, but what you're latching onto isn't going to land, and you're just ruining. Well, I don't think you had any credit. Anyways, carry on.
I'm so flat. I'm trying to get on my own damn membership. That's funny. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right.
Sweet Sativa, do you need a group hug this morning? I know that BJ's people are really upset right now because they really think their poor creator friend, they're trying to get her back to true crime, but she disappoints them on the daily because she loves the drama, because this is her bread and butter. It's the same wash, rinse, repeat every month. They could go back and look at their calendars. I'm sure that they are feeling really discombobulated because defending this person has to be exhausting with the bullshit that she puts out over and over again. So do you guys need a group hug? Do you need a group hug? Irony Rose, Sweet Sativa, Nana, Reality, Kim. I don't, you can't be in our circle of hugging. Yeah, just a no on that one. But do the rest of you need a hug? Do you need a Stuart Smalley conversation? You're good enough. You're smart enough. And gosh darn it, BJ needs you.
Hopefully some of our people got them. I don't even know. It makes me so mad when haters get them. Let me see. Oh, Daisy Joe got one. Brooke Richmond got one. Oh, Fiddle DD.
Oh, and Sweet Sativa, save that fucking outrage for Samantha Joy, who called the cops on me proudly with a $20 super sticker last April of 2024, when BJ was totally okay with it. Can you turn that down? Thank you, sis. Kenzie's listening to
DD got one. There's a couple people. Gypsy Magic. Yeah, there's a couple people that are with us that got them.
Oh, yeah, make me one.
Okay. Welcome to the welcome to the green team. I mean the unbearables. It's hard to remember. Anyway, okay, here we go.
The child's gonna cook.
Call her for this type of harassment, but the call should have never been made. It's all around fucked up, every bit of it.
Well, and it's not going to come back on Dark Horse. It's I hate to say this, but she's pushing harder that I called. That whole thing of, oh, somebody from Arizona called and said that I wanted to harm myself.
We forgot you were even
from
from there.
Somebody from Arizona did call. Please call and find out who it was.
Wow. No, we're gonna get the record.
God,
So
you're not that important nonsense, for fuck's sake. Like, she wants it all to come. It's not all going to come back on Dark Horse, but if she's saying that, I'm the one. Listen, I repeated what my officer told me. He told me a lady called from Indiana. She's called multiple times, and I asked him, "Did you talk to a woman?" Because there's a lot.
It's not. I'm not that important, BJ. I'm so not important that 6 months ago you told people that I was the one to no longer be named on your panel, and then you went on to continue to come after me hundreds and hundreds of times saying my name. You're so scared because all I do is use your words against you. You tried to make it all about me until Dark Horse hopped on that panel and was like, "Yep, I did." You really tried. You were really trying it, and now you're trying to incite that I might have said to the officer that you were going to harm yourself, which was never said. Again, and you won't FOIA this because you don't want the proof to be shown that you, once again, will look like the buffoon that you are. Carry on.
Where Dark Horse admits she talked to an officer Locklear when she called.
Yeah.
So when he said he's Officer Locklear, I said, "Oh, you spoke to a lady from Arizona." She called, and he said, "Yes, a lady from Arizona did call me and said you were trying to harm yourself." It's in the video. That's all. I'm not saying you did that, but I know you did call.
Well, I mean, well, she says she called. She could also be a bluffer. You know, that is the origin story of why Sinner is such a horrible, horrible teller of the truth.
Right?
You know, how dare he? But it's like, that's how that started.
Once again, BJ is saying that her law enforcement officer confirmed that I called. Kim is saying, oh, she could be a bluffer. BJ said the other night that, oh, I was thinking you just did it for attention. Are you people okay? I have said repeatedly, I called and talked to Officer Locklear, Deputy Locklear, because of the shit you were doing. Can they pick a lane? Like, Kim's trying to say I didn't even call. I'm over here. I did call. BJ's trying to tell people, oh no, Nonsense might have even called more than once. The fuck? Land the plane, you idiot.
Too, so just remember that's an option that she didn't, and she just want to sound like a little badass.
Yeah.
And hope that people feared her or whatever here. But that's why you gotta.
Even though you're a fucking marshmallow, if you really,
I'm a marshmallow. Stay puff marshmallow.
He called. If you really called law enforcement, if I find out from this FOIA you really called because of a comment penny.
I did call 100% again. Isn't this fucking funny as shit? This is why we're back this morning.
Said in my chat, you are officially going to be known to me as the marshmallow of YouTube.
Well, and that's why we have to get it, because if she...
Oh, no, not the marshmallow. Stay Puft Marshmallows. Oh.
I actually do want for her to have made the call, because I want to see how this went down. Like, what did she say?
Yeah. FOIA it. February 26th. Again, have fun.
Hey, like, some rando person, I don't know who they are, put a comment on some...
Kim now wants it to have been I called. I'm going to also follow up and get the reports myself, because BJ is using this police call that he didn't even know he was being recorded in to target and harass people. So I will be FOIA-ing all the calls myself. Have fun.
Under somebody's video, like, no, it's not in their video. No, they're not the ones who did it. But I just want to call and introduce myself, because remember, that's her story. So yeah. And like I said,
yeah, I'm like,
Kim, it's probably a real big mind fuck that you're this. Well, never mind. Let me just
do a dramatic reading, specifically of hers, I feel.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you will forever know.
I can't wait until you get to the dramatic part of where the officer tells me that it's her responsibility if her kids are online. Oh, no. Are you going to be so dramatic about that too?
Be known to me as the weak one. I'm
the weak one. I'm the weak one, BJ. Oh.
We'll come up with you will be the squishmallow of YouTube. I will come up with the
squishmallow.
Weakest fucking name for you that I can find. Nonsense. Oh man, you let me find out you really called over that. Look
at her. Look at the fake outrage again. Look at this. The fake out. If I find out you really called, bitch, I called. And what? And fucking what? You're going to call me some names on the internet? What is happening here?
Weak individual. Boy.
I have encouraged her this all along. Like, she's known about what I did, but she's going to turn into
I encouraged her.
Yeah, not Dark Horse, because Dark Horse isn't a creator.
I'm not twisting anything, bitch. No, it doesn't matter about
whether it's a creator or not. She doesn't know what she's talking
about. Look how easy I get her amped up.
Talking about. This is the problem with these girls too.
Dark Horse is plenty being 100% condemned for what she did. I hold her responsible for her actions. Absolutely. But yeah, you know that I'm not going to let go of the fact that you mugs incited it. And likely, y'all should be called out for that. Y'all created the fucking monster.
Well, Nonsense just admitted that she encouraged it, and then other homegirl later talking so glowingly about how her mental health is, Nonsense helps her out with things and gives her advice on things, and she runs everything by her, and she's
again, things that'll never be true. My only interaction with Dark Horse ever through email, never talked to her anywhere else to my knowledge unless she's under an alt. But as you guys know, I don't even respond to emails. So once again, not happening. But this was truly what happened. Sorry, Kenzie's cooking breakfast and got the fan on.
The air fryer has something burning.
She's cooking and got to turn the fan on. But the last time Dark Horse reached out to me was April 12th, 2024. Things that they'll never be able to do is make these statements true.
She forwarded her all her emails and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the link there is just undeniable.
I mean,
they both have admitted. Yeah.
It's so weak, man.
Oh, and while we're talking about Nonsense, congratulations to Renelle Smith for winning her court case, bitch. You should have stayed missing. You should have taken a longer break there, Nonzy.
Where's my people at? I gotta step outside. Hold on. I gotta take my charger with me. Okay. Wake up. Everybody around me. You hear what Kim just said? I'm going to back that up. So some of you don't know what's going on. So Kim just put a name on it. So there was a person from the anti-community by the name of, or there is a person from the anti-KJ community by the name of Renelle Smith. Renelle Smith has never been a topic of much conversation over here. I've never reviewed her in-depthly. She's never been like a focus because I didn't have nothing to do with that group. I wanted nothing to do with that group. But she was in the camp of thinking that I was working on or behalf of Katie Joy. Renelle Smith had an RO filed on her by a sub that Steve McRae, EKC, Veda Jade, the antis had been going after. A sub, not a creator. That creator has, or that sub has been granted ROs permanent one against Steve McRae. There is currently litigation with EKC and Veda Jade in the sub. Black Wolf was granted, I think there was one granted against him too. And Rennell's got dismissed. So a sub that they had been harassing filed for these ROs. Rennell gets the RO that was filed by the sub on her dismissed. Rennell turns around, refiles against the sub, Charla, in her state, claiming in her new filing that I am ahead of a harassment campaign. Not only did they claim that in Rennell's, but they've also claimed that in EKC's and Veda Jade's previous court paperwork, she named me in Burnt Toast. They have been putting in court documents that I did harassment on behalf of this sub, Charla. That I was contacted and did things to them on Charla's behalf. Never happened. I've barely reviewed Rennell. In fact, I went back to document all of it. Rennell's been mentioned over here under 10 times in almost 3 years so far. She's never been reviewed like that. And Charla never once contacted me whatsoever to do anything on her behalf. This group was coming for me. I knew who they were because of my experience with them. But I've been telling you that there are other things at play here. Kim just told you flat out where she knows what's going on. And this is why I say there's more things going on here than people even realize. So this is the anti-world who could never make things come true about me framing, setting people up, anything like that. They could never prove their theory that I worked on behalf of Katie Joy, but they have constantly continued to put me in the middle of things. So the RO that Charla had filed against Rennell was dismissed. Rennell turns around and refiles on Charla with paperwork saying that I'm involved in the court. Not only Rennell, but EKC. Kim overlaps with them from the Gypsy Rose community. BJ has already been in contact with Veda Jade thousands of times. There is upcoming court hearings, June and July, where they are claiming in a court of law that I have been doing stuff to them on behalf of other people. Put that all into perspective now. Put that all into perspective.
Admitted that she
and Kim just walked herself right there all on her own.
She encouraged.
Thank you.
It. And then you got other homegirl later talking so glowingly about how her mental health is, nonsense, helps her out with things and gives her advice on things, and she runs everything by her, and she forwarded her all her emails and blah blah blah.
The only time I've ever gotten death threats of the dark web or anything is when the anti-community was coming for me. But they still are around in all the places, still blaming me for things in court papers. They'll never be able to make it true. Never. 100% stand on that in court, stand on that to every person. They'll never make it true, but they're going to try it. And Kim just identifies what the other piece of this is going on.
Yeah, the link there is just undeniable.
I mean,
they both have admitted. Yeah.
It's so weak, man.
Oh, and while we're talking about nonsense, congratulations to Rennell Smith for winning her court case, bitch. You should have stayed.
Rennell's court case has nothing to do with me. Besides, Rennell is trying to put me in the court case. Otherwise, the sub that filed on Rennell has nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. I received my own harassment from that group on my own, separate from what they did to Charla.
Missing.
When did I ever go missing?
You should have taken a longer break there, Nonzi.
Nonzi?
Another troll says the monster hunters become the monsters, unfortunately. Well, that's I can see what you're saying. I personally,
isn't it ironic, don't you think? a little too ironic. Thank you, sis. Oh, Sam, trust and believe. I fucking know. I've been the target of theirs for 2.5 fucking years because I went after Molly Golightly and they decided to come in and white knight for her. And I was anonymous and I didn't know who fucking Katie Joy was. And because they thought I was buddies with Katie Joy, because I didn't know her, didn't fucking nothing. I've been put through it. Fucking yep, I do, baby. And baby, by the way, I just saw that too. I'll go show Kenzie in a minute. Thank you so much. Duchess, I told you people are going to be blown away. I'm so glad she walked it there on her own, though. I'm glad Kim identified that she is very, very a part of that anti-KJ community. And this is beneficial on multiple things. Them claiming that I'm a part of this or this sub has contacted me to harass them. Again, all of my videos are up. These people have ROs because they had a targeted harassment group to go after this woman. They've been in contact with her family. She's received death threats. Like, the harassment has been unreal. Runs with scissors. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. I know, Duchess. I know. And there will be more that comes that proves that I'm right.
I don't even know how to respond to
I just love that they prove it out front publicly and I don't even have to. Thank you, Kim.
that. To be honest with you, I try my best not to. I have allowed myself to say things that I normally wouldn't, I guess.
Well, I think you've taken more than you should. This is your
email. She made me mad, and I reacted because a trauma brain just reacts sometimes, and
it's always a trauma brain. Everything she does is
I
because of the
apologize
trauma
to Brittany
brain.
for saying that, and calling CPS is nothing that I would ever do. But it wasn't until Nonsense said that my email was, you said April 9th?
April 9th, yep.
Yeah. And then your CPS call, I guess, CPS call for you, Granny, was, the beginning of...
No, when they called her, I think her school is what I don't think Granny had a CPS call. I think it was when they contacted the school was the beginning of May.
I had no idea that this would, and I agree with you. Why didn't she say that,
I don't want to listen to this. I got my point across today. And if you're confused, please ask. Because I'm telling you, right? Hey, Penelope, Roberto, I haven't seen you since the last time I saw you. How's BHP doing, Penelope? I'm telling you, you guys, there's some shit that's in the works right now behind the scenes that this group is all involved in that is going to fucking blow your minds when it comes out. And some of the shit that I'm being accused of in court documents and court filings is fucking outrageous. But Kim saying they need stuff for legal purposes isn't just because BJ lost a lawsuit against Granny. They've got other things going on that they're trying to harm others with at the same time. There's mutual beneficial things going on at once. In this group, anybody from the anti-community, how long has that group been in existence? Like 5-6 years now?
At the very least, and I feel safe to say this, by their words alone, there's been communication privately between her and both Granny and Nonsense.
I responded to 2 of her emails, read those in 2023 after she sent me the information when I was reviewing The Sound of Freedom. She sent me her story. I responded 2 times to her 7 emails. The last time she emailed me was April 12th, 2024. Again, no other private communication. Just because you say it doesn't make it true. And there you go again. You guys are going to get sick of seeing the screenshots because, well.
To the point where Nonsense is dating Dark Horse's email to me, and it sounds like she's correlating it with Granny's school call or CPS call. A school call and CPS call are not the same.
No shit, Sherlock. That's not Dark Horse did that, not us.
So I need, if I'm gonna be accused of this, I'd like some clarification on what exactly I'm.
Then maybe go listen to that fucking part, you idiot.
Being accused of. She's already accused me of calling the kids school.
Right after it happens to you.
The same scenario here.
Skipping forward.
If the shoe was.
See, there is very much a reason why they're trying to make it out to be that I'm a child predator, that BJ has been intentionally implying that I'm doing things to harm her, because the first group couldn't make their shit come true. So BJ has become a useful idiot for that group that they think they're going to somehow be able to mix these together. Carry on.
Was on the other foot.
And to all of you that I used to sit beside, that sat by and condoned and communicated with these people that were coming for me and my family, fuck you. Because 2.5 years later, for fucking games that were played not even on my behalf or from me by a lot of you, I'm still dealing with the repercussions of being fucking accused of things like targeting Veda Jade. I didn't have no communication. I fucking tried to stay rid of that fucking bitch. I didn't fucking review EKC, icky fucking bitch over there. Except when she was on panel with Molly or Veda. It took pushing me to the point where I finally had to stand up and say something, because she was going as real life. I was getting threats of fucking unaliving my family members, my mother, threats of the dark web with my children, threats of fucking my custody to my kids, my address showing up in Veda Jade's algorithm after I just moved to Arizona. Fuck any of you that have sat by and tried to act like you were so fucking innocent in all this shit and weren't fucking communicating and fucking playing games with the very people trying to fucking harm me.
Dark Horse called
and my family
on her. And then Dark Horse come on my panel and told me, you know, but you know what, that we basically been talking privately for a while. Nonsense would be fucking blaming me till the cows come home, and y'all know it. She would, you know what I mean? She would have me equally as guilty as Dark Horse.
No, I wouldn't. And I didn't, even when CPS was contacted before. And I didn't show proof. Again, I didn't show proof because I wasn't going to take it any further. The biggest mistake I made was to even publicly acknowledge that it happened. I didn't know who did it. A lot of people blamed a lot of people. I didn't. Do I believe I know where it stemmed from? Likely. But there's too many people around accusing me of things like 211 times, calling CPS on them, being involved in threatening people's or kidnapping people's kids, things like that. And all of those people connect together. So do I have a clue who called? No. Will I ever? No. Would I have blamed you? No. You're so fucking scared of me that it's not even funny. And it's probably best you stay that way.
I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Oh, and here she goes back to Clip Punk. Hey, Clip Punk. So you got a problem with me feeding my kids pork and sugar? You got any problems with her? You got problems with her being friends with Morbid? I thought you couldn't stand Morbid, and that was your issue with me, is because I had friends or something that were over in Morbid's chat or on Morbid's panel. That was your issue with me, Clip Punk, when I don't even fucking know Morbid to even have an opinion on him. But you're clipping on behalf of somebody that's actually friends with him now? And you think giving my kids pork and sugar is the fucking worst thing that you're gonna see? Okay.
Me, I don't have words. I fumble over my words every time I even think about it. All right. It says Deepus. What? Deepus? Nonsense on the web. QB, Cluminati crew, Toasty reviews, and Wispy.
To answer the phone and be the one to show up, and in my opinion wasn't allowed in the house, but she goes on to embellish the story about that too.
Do you hear this? Okay, I blame Mallory for this. They said my dad is not allowed here.
I didn't say anything about her father. I didn't say her dad.
I
have no idea if her dad's allowed there or not.
Shut-ins, and you don't allow my father to.
You've admitted that you're shut-ins.
You stupid bitch. My dad can go.
I didn't say nothing about her dad. Back that up. Nothing about her father.
Over my words every time I even think about it. All right. It says Deepus. What? Deepus?
Exactly. She's got the jack.
Nonsense on the web. QB.
Trust and believe. In time, a lot's going to come to light about what these people have been up to in the back end of things. And the reason why I'm so fucking pissed lately, you guys will find out. BJ isn't just doing all these games to benefit herself and cover her own ass in order to continue to seek protection by people like Kim and others she surrounds herself with. They also have motives and intent. It's all working together, they think.
Illuminati crew, Toasty reviews, and Wispy.
I answer. And if you know one thing about me, it's that if I'm going to say it on this fucking app, put me in a court of law. Let me talk to the judge. You think I have anything to fucking hide? Fuck around and find out. And then you can pat yourselves on the back for the phone and be the one to show up. And in my opinion, wasn't allowed in the house, but she goes on to embellish the story about that too.
Do you hear this? Okay. I blame Mallory for this. They said my dad is not allowed here.
Dear terms of service, I think that's why with people, when I got so pissed off about people I used to surround myself with being in chats saying I exploited my daughter to cash and shit, like people were like, oh, that's kind of a strong reaction. No, there's a lot more going on to this. And I tried so fucking hard to move myself away from that group for so fucking long. I didn't want nothing. It was really getting intense. The shit that they were doing was insane. And it always comes back on me.
They were shut in.
No, I never mentioned her dad again. Never once. How can she twist things?
Wispy.
I answer the phone and be the one to show up, and in my opinion, wasn't allowed in the house, but she goes on to embellish the story about that too.
Do you hear this? Okay. I blame Mallory for this.
Again, I wasn't talking about a dad. I was talking about the cops.
They said my
CPS.
My dad is not allowed here. There were shut-ins, and you don't allow my father to... You stupid bitch. My dad can come here anytime he wants.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, he lived a county over. It's not like he wants to drive over here every day.
Fucking, I don't know.
He comes here all the time.
After hours worker who happened to answer the phone and be the one to show up, and in my opinion, wasn't allowed in the house, but she goes,
oh, wait a minute. She's saying I didn't let the after hours worker in the house.
Right.
He came in the house.
Well, you remember her records.
Yeah, nothing about your dad.
Feed incident of her own that happened, like, because her screenshot gave away the fucking time that she screenshotted it, which was like 5 a.m. her time. And yet somehow there'd been a whole forensic examination by
what the fuck is she talking about?
CPS that had showed up at her house.
No. Where is Kim's making up a story again? There has never been a forensic exam. What Kim is talking about here. I never said CPS. Oh my God. She's such a fucking idiot.
And then she still manages to be live.
You're lying. Again, go back and find where I said that, Kim. Never once.
By 5 o'clock her time.
I get up in the morning early. And
you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
Oh, she
goes on to embellish. When you guys go to bed because you're up all night doing this, I'm getting up for the day. I'll show a story about that too. And Craig admits that he was the one that met the guy outside and asked to see a badge of his. But then
Craig never said that. He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. He did too. Go back and listen to your own live stream. Craig says, I went out there and asked him to see, do you have a badge or something? Yes, he fucking did. It's in your own streams again, dum-dum.
What the fuck? She just is stupid as fuck. What in the hell?
Unless somebody has
to. Well, you did ask him for some proof it was him, but you didn't fucking. What?
I would do
Greg said that, BJ.
Everybody should do that, by the way. I mean, like
everybody. Why would you
do wrong with that? I would ask to see a badge, and I'd I'm the kind I'd write down the badge number. And
Yeah,
then
what
they'd
we've
come in
been
the house,
through.
you know?
Some young Hispanic guy standing there, like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you could say you're anybody. The shit we go through on this.
Did this motherfucker just say some Hispanic guy standing there in the background? Listen to that again. Who cares what his race is, Craig?
She just is stupid as fuck.
I'm stupid.
What in the hell?
Unless somebody has.
Well, you did ask him for some proof it was him, but you didn't fucking. What
Everybody should do that, by the way. I mean, like
everybody. Why would you
is
know
wrong with
that?
that? I would ask to see a badge, and I'm the kind I'd write down the badge number. And
Yeah,
then
what
they'd
we've
come in
been
the house,
through.
you know?
Some young Hispanic guy standing there, and like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you could say you're anybody. The shit we go through on this platform, you know.
You should always die. Just for everybody's reference. That's a smart thing to do anyway.
Let me see your ID.
Yes, we're hitting on people's pet peeves, Brittany. They just want to let it play through once before.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, here we go.
After hours worker who happened to answer the phone and be the one to show up, and in my opinion, wasn't allowed in the house. But she goes on to embellish the story about that too. And Craig admits that he was the one that met the guy outside and asked to see a badge of his. But then Craig was muted afterwards, so he couldn't fuck up her story that she had already told. You know. And Craig's completely in the dark about everything. Yeah, the story doesn't add up. The timeline doesn't add up because called at 5 p.m., which government agencies, we all know, government agencies turn their phones over a couple minutes before, so people aren't getting paid. Okay, let's see what else I find. Hold on. I'm finding multiple. Give me a second. I'll find it. What Kim is talking about is, oh, did you guys lose audio? Hold on. Kim is talking about when the account was made that I'm a child trafficker, and I was alerted to the comments that they were making. I showed the back office of those comments because the mod had hid them when they found them. And so I showed where they came from, like in the hidden part of my back office, and showed the comments that the account was making that Becky is a child trafficker that was implying that Kyle was touching children's genitals. That is what Kim is talking about. And she has concocted an entire fucking story over this. That is not true. Never will be true. You can go watch those videos. And it might take me, I might not be able to find that Craig in the badge situation right this second, but trust and believe I will be able to, because it exists 100%. Okay, let's see. Can you guys see? Okay, you got it.
She said she
but Craig absolutely said he met him out there and he showed him a badge.
took that morning at 5 o'clock.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
There's a time on it because it's like a screen, you know. So she took it around 5 o'clock her time. And these comments that are held in the back office range, I think they were all actually said 3 hours ago. So paint the picture. In the middle of the night, this troll channel or whatever has issued a bunch of, I'm going to call CPS on you and all just this really weird, dark, evil shit, right? It's held in her back office. By 5 a.m., she sees it, screenshots it.
Why would I need to screenshot it? I was showing the back office. I didn't show screenshots. I showed exactly the back office. Like, what are you doing? Kim, get better at this. Get better at this.
This is all being presented that night, 5 o'clock her time.
What? That night or that morning? Pick a lane, Kim. You're struggling here.
And the story has become
what?
That CPS was out to her house that day and did a whole forensic examination on her daughter.
Where did she make this shit up? Can anybody help me here? Where did Kim make this up? Where did that account calling me and Kyle horrific things get turned into CPS was at my house? Where did that come into play, Kim? Where? Timestamp date, Kim. Come on. Or your crappy fucking spouse.
So you know.
Love you too, babe.
If people that know what that means know what that means. And it was this whole thing.
Damn.
And I was the one in whatever chat it was in being like, wait. Because I'm doing the math. And I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot for just during the day. For something that.
And BJ knows that that's fucking bullshit that never fucking happened.
Just the threat.
And I'll go find
just
that
came
one.
In this morning.
What is she talking
And by
about?
now you've gone through all this stuff, right down
how embarrassing.
To it's not just an internet allegation where you apparently have these screenshots. By the time they get there, you have screenshots, but somehow it still turns in to a whole forensic.
What are you talking about, Kim? What are you talking? Like, this is why I can't take people like this seriously. She fabricated an fucking entire story.
Examination, like bodily examination.
Where?
And you're still live by 5 p.m.
What are you?
Like, that to me was weird. And then, I'm sorry. And then that was also the day that her dog got put down. So she also had to put a dog down somewhere and all that. Right? It got a little.
Kim, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you fucking okay? Truly.
Little bit convoluted.
What?
And that's what kills me is listening to her. I'm like, no. Her imagination runs wild with herself. And she's one that I don't even
My imagination, you just concocted an entire story. Yeah, every bit of that, Lynn, is made up. Every single bit of that is made up. Not a single bit of that is true. Let me actually find. I got to figure out what date it was that I even. I know who texted me. Let me see. Let me work on finding that live stream.
Bring up, because I find her to be psychotic in my opinion.
I'm the psychotic one, but you just made up an entire fucking story about shit that never even took place. Okay, Kim. Okay.
I can't stand this one here.
She's out of her mind.
Also, an advocate. This is also, by the way, the girl that felt the need to come on to invalidate somebody sharing an essay.
What?
Yeah, she invalidated me for what I. Yep, sure.
I didn't even talk about your essay. I have no idea if it happened or not. And carry on.
Or the fuck did, evil witch. Not only that, like you just come out here and just start going after people unsolicited. I didn't know her. She'd been bashing me for 2 months before I even knew she exists.
Well, she did this she did this in her old community too.
My old community, I've never had a community. That's why we have an island. Carry on, Kim.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard. And also nonsense.
What?
You didn't get your story right.
What?
Half of it. You don't even know what you're talking about. And he absolutely did. Everything
I repeated your own fucking words. Your own fucking words. Your own words. Let's see here. 8/17. What day was this? March 22nd.
Said was 100% fact in what happened. I don't owe you or anybody else anything. But a way to tell me you're digging into all of my stuff without telling me, because you're sitting there admitting that you know where the CPS place is. And
claiming,
bitch, it's on the fucking website. It's on the website. I posted the fucking website information because you were threatening people and your people were sending out a fucking reward for information on who called CPS. Do you forget that? Your groupies were putting up a $3,000 reward for information. And I said, yeah, that might not be smart because North Carolina protects their reporters. You guys are stupid and struggling.
And this talk about after hours workers and all that other stuff. She's not some big insider. This is a self-important pontificating drone who has a very warped imagination. Who makes up stories and then tells them as though they're fact and puts some authority, behind what she's saying.
You can't fucking make this up. You can't make this shit up right now. You cannot fucking make this up. This is abso-fucking-lutely complete insanity. Complete insanity. I'm actually dumbfounded at Kim's attempt here.
And she's got psychos like this other person listening. And now it's not about that Brittany's been through trauma. Her mentor that has helped her with her mental health.
Yep. Her self-professed mentor
has instead has her believing, this person who's doing all this, believing that Brittany's the kind that makes up a story about that kind of trauma for attention. She's the kind that lies about a CPS call.
You're a fucking idiot, Kim. A fucking straight up clown. So the live she's talking about is this one. It's called Things That Are Not True Thursday. This was March 20th, 2025. Here you go. Right here. But Becky herself has opened notifications. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Wise Bomb. Petty Apple Bottom Jeans. Go Bulldogs. Lisa. Information about nonsense on the web. Becky's husband, Kyle, in the checkered criminal past. First of all, he doesn't have a criminal past. And why they have had to move states. Really? Please enlighten me. The only time that CPS is mentioned in this call is here. Here you go. Give a fuck who this upsets. You guys know that we're around. Flava was friends with the very group of people who doxed me on this app and also claimed that I called CPS 211 times. Megan associates with that group of people and obviously was comfortable enough to get on a call. That's why Megan was, I was concerned about that. That's why I was concerned about her having conversation. There was messages being sent. The second 2 times that CPS was mentioned to Nunya. Nunya can confirm this. Tell nonsense. Somebody's going to call CPS on her children from Veda Jade. Like shit like that was going on. And I've got the screenshots that Veda Jade was reaching out to Nunya, telling her, please tell nonsense, or tell nonsense that somebody is threatening to call CPS and SWAT her. Where Kim concocted this entire story is fucking wild. She accused people from Dolly's community. They actually changed the name of this account as I was reviewing it. So you can see right there, it starts off as Becky the Child Trafficker. If you want to see this again, I'll drop the link for you to this video, because what Kim just concocted in this is completely fabricated. Like the biggest fabrication I've ever seen her try. And BJ knows it.
That's the danger of this one here. And she's been caught on it before and ostracized from whole communities before.
Absolutely.
Where, Kim? Where was I ostracized? What community? Because I never belonged to the I didn't belong to any of those communities. So where? This is why I can't wait. I can't wait. You see with what ease they lie.
Horrible.
I can't stand this one. That's why I don't even talk about her. Because to me, she's just she grosses me out on the worst level. And she's one of those that thinks she knows. She believes what her mind comes up with. And that's what she regurgitates to her watchers.
Do you guys hear this bitch? That isn't everything she said about that CPS forensic. Everything is completely fabricated. You don't have to like me to know that what she did is fucking a complete fabrication of the truth. There's the link to that video if you want to go check and see what I said. I encourage you to. Call me on it. Kim, I'll be waiting for you to go get a timestamp, you lazy fucking bum.
And then asks us to believe the most outrageous, outlandish stories about her that make her a martyr in some way or victimized.
I'm hearing this just dumbfounds me.
In some way, and I don't buy it.
But she also just acknowledged publicly that she is very familiar with the people that are putting me in court papers lying about me. See where this becomes beneficial there, Kim? For your buddies? Oof. I would bet that they're probably telling you to shut the fuck up because you're going to hurt their narratives.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think that she's very miserable. She's a very, very miserable person.
Well, her man wears capris.
So miserable, and Kyle wears capris.
I have to imagine.
Does Kyle?
She sits outside smoking all day, like staring at the
my God.
Staring at the community pool, you know?
Oh my God, I sit outside all day. Fresh air. I smoke cigarettes. No.
She just smoked a fucking pack of cigarettes on the live stream. But I
No, I don't. I smoke 99s, and Arizona has a built-in filter that they go out, and I relight the same cigarette 6 or fucking times sometimes. And
I don't care for Moon, but that is one thing I thoroughly enjoyed, how she called Kyle Lyle. Lyle.
Ooh, so hurtful.
She's a social abyss. Also,
Yo, BJ, keep watching. Keep watching. I got some more things that you're going to become very unhinged over in the next month or so.
Real life. Yeah, she's absolutely. Yeah. She got so caught up in her own fuckery before. Like she got caught. From my understanding,
I got caught. Listen to this.
What I was told now, and I believe it because I'm seeing what she's doing now. She fakes emails to herself, threatening CPS to herself, to frame other people.
You guys see this? You see this? Yep. Y'all Nana's not drunk. We knew it. Wasn't good enough when Veda Jade got her first one thrown out and laughed at. They got to do it again. So, by the way, never once has there been a lick of proof ever that I ever created fake emails and was emailing myself. Never fucking once. Didn't happen. Don't give a fuck if you like me or not. Never happened. Never shown proof of it. I was getting death threats. I was getting fucking, like I said, dark web threats. They were concocting multiple fucking emails, putting tracers on emails.
Yes, Shady.
And if you scroll down my community tab, you can go see and find some of those threats. They're there.
And she had to go tuck tail and hide.
Where did I hide, BJ? Where did I hide?
She got caught doing her, dirty work.
Well, you got to remember too, like Shady just asked.
Where? Again, tell your friend Veda Jade that if she thinks that she can discredit me, tell her that screen recordings are a bitch when I can go right to all of the fucking sites like Manny Behind the Mic where he's got the fucking deep faked audio of Molly saying that she was going to murmur her husband, that Veda tries to say I deep faked, that still exists. And tell Veda Jade that I can also go to Messenger and go right to the mod that was sending me the altered screenshots of their chats and pull them right out. And again, anybody with a brain followed that story. I guess you would have to have a brain though.
So not only that, very deep stuff, but this is also a woman who calls someone's police because a subscriber has left a comment she doesn't like under the day before's live stream. So not a live chat that no one modded, not that would make it any better, but it's a little bit worse when it's just a stagnant comment that was put after the fact under a video.
What are you so scared of, BJ and Kim? What are you so scared of?
By someone who's not even, not even Brittany. But she's the kind of person who does that. She's the kind of person who, when she sees that a picture zoomed in on her finger, her dirty ass, press on nicotine stained.
Lee press on nicotine.
Okay. Literally goes on to talk about how obsessed people are with her and how weird and cringy and violating it is that people are zooming in on her body. It's like, bitch, that's a Lee press on.
It's a Lee press on?
Now that's not even part of you. You know?
What the fuck are they talking about? In fact, I'm gonna go get my nails filled today, probably. What are you? What the fuck?
I mean, her pontificating on that shit and what she turned that into was bananas. It's like, why don't you just admit that you had some dirty ass nails and went live anyway?
I had one dirty ass nail. So what? I didn't give a fuck. I thought you guys were fucking pathetic and funny because BJ was like, gotcha. I gotcha. She's got a dirty nail. Bitch, you got a dirty neck. A dirty fucking neck. Thank God I've put some pressure on you so you're showering more often. I'm sure if you didn't have well water, your fucking water bill would be the highest it's ever been because you're actually showering. Thank you. You're welcome, Craig.
Very nasty. You sit there and harp on everyone else's everything, and you're thought that someone zoomed in on your fucking Lee press-on nail, and like somehow that's a violation of your body. Like, that's this bitch. That's this chick.
I fucking love this for them. They're melting and just concocting fucking stories.
I'm like, nah, that's like a no-fly zone to me too. I got red flags on that one right away. How dare you violate my nail?
Or what about
shaking my boobs to Tiffany
when she shook her boobs at Tiffany Marie?
Oh my God. Do you even know the source of where that started? Because Tiffany Marie was going at other people for not wearing a bra. Tiffany was having a come apart over people not wearing a bra. One of your buddies, actually. And I thought it was fucking hysterical because Tiffany and you were having a come apart, trying to say my minor child, who's an adult, was driving me home and I was distracting her. In fact, your buddy Tiffany made a 14-point bullet point of all the problems she had with my adult daughter driving me home, but you guys thought she was the minor and you were cheering it on. Oh, BJ.
Oh my God, she did?
Yeah, and Tiffany Marie said
sure did. It's still up on my page. And
she's never said anything about not
shook her boobs.
Yeah,
she shook her boobs.
Tiffany was having a come apart about people not wearing a bra. Get it straight.
You know who did that over in the other community? You know who did that? Sally Ann. I had never seen that before. She stood up and put it like, she's dressed, you guys, she has a shirt on. But this creator, like, she's all mad and she stands up.
Are you fucking mad, Kim, because she can stand up and have some boobs to shake? What are you mad about? What are you guys fucking mad about?
Each one and like starts,
because your boobs and your belly are one. Like, what are you fucking mad about?
Her mitten, moving them up and down.
Free the tatas.
Like, what is going on here? I didn't know someone else did. She did that, really? Wow.
Yeah. Do you still have that, Shady? That would be funny. Hold on, I think Shady's got it.
Yeah, I might need to see that. I'm like,
yeah, and it really showed like how freaking, and what made it even more funny.
They are fucking pathetic. Okay. Anyways, I think I've showed you guys enough today. I want to go get my nails done and go fucking have some fun before I have to go pick up my mans from the airport. I'm so excited. He's coming home today. Liberty Farmer, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Did you guys understand what was going on here? Do you guys get what they're doing? You heard her admit the alignments. Now tell me I'm fucking crazy again. Tell me I'm crazy again. Kyle's coming home tonight. I know tomorrow we have, he had to come home. Well, he's been there for like 13 days, something like that. But we have a celebration of life tomorrow for Judy. So tomorrow's her. We all are wearing Green Bay Packer themed. That's her celebration of life because she's from Wisconsin originally. So the celebration of life is all Green Bay Packer themed. So I told Kyle, I was like, I ordered you a Green Bay Packer shirt. And he's like, I don't like Green Bay Packers. I'm like, I understand that. But so tomorrow we have that to do. So I'm going to go get my nails done today. I got to change the sheets on my bed. I didn't do that last night, but I got all my carpets done. The house is cleaned. Everything's ready to go. I got to finish up a few things with laundry. Otherwise, I'm going to cook dinner and then just wait on my mans to get home. Yeah, Sarah, that's where I'm at. But I was really glad to hear them admit these things. Like, now that she put it out here publicly, I can, like, there you go. Kitty Coo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate you. And to my mods, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my subs that have been with me from jump, that have gone through all of this, because it wasn't just a me thing. It was very much like you guys rode with me when I was anonymous with a voice changer, believed in me, and believed that I was telling you guys the truth. And thus far, they have not caught me up in their shit, not once. And they're not going to, because I don't do the dirty shit. I'm not doing that shit. I've told them, you fuck with me and mine, I'm going to know everything about you. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I will protect myself and my family. 100%. But I don't do the dirty shit that they're doing. Kim just concocted an entire fabrication. And I encourage you, if you don't know what she's talking about, go listen to that live. Nothing was ever even remotely said like that whatsoever. Whatsoever. I don't know where she got that I said CPS was contacted or came because of that account calling me a child trafficker or anything like that. Like, I have no idea where she even got that. It's crazy. It's just fucking crazy. Yeah, y'all, Nana's not drunk. Ooh, Thor. Well, I hope you have a great day at work. I hope the rest of you guys have a great day. Oh, baby, let me go tell Kenzie right quick. I haven't shown her that. Sorry, hold on. And thank you again, you guys. A couple of you sent stuff for Kenzie, and that was really, really sweet. Let me go find her. The other one, the littlest one, her birthday's coming up in the middle of June. She made me her wish list. It's got, let me see, hold on. It's on the fridge. Dye my hair red, a laptop and a mouse. The rest of Demon Slayer manga. More ear piercings. The Savior's Book Cafe in Another World. More manga. More manga. More manga. The Grandmaster of Dynamic Cultivation. I don't even know. Probably manga. Wireless earbuds. Manga. Manga. Therapy game manga. I Hear the Sunset. I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl manga. Yanni of the Dawn. Volume 1 through 6 manga. I Ship My Revival. X Me. I don't know. Manga. Turns out my online friend is my real-time boss manga. And New Clothes. Every bit of it is all manga. Every fucking bit. Besides random things like more ear piercings, red hair. Yeah, Cash, dye my hair red. Baby sent you something for your baby. Baby boop.
Okay. Thank you. Can you?
She's laying in her bed. Can you say that so loudly so they can
Thank
hear?
you.
She's laying down. Sorry, guys. She said, "Thank you, baby." She's laying in her bed. It's so freaking Cash. It's ridiculous. Manga. I'm like, what are these titles of these books? Like, it's hysterical though. And then I go to look at them and their reviews and stuff, and I'm like, what is this? It's hysterical though, because I don't even know what half this shit is. Oh. All right, y'all. I think you see where my frustration is coming from. I mean, majority of it, I'm not even really, I really don't feel that frustrated. I am frustrated about certain parts of this because the intentional, like the complete fabrications are wild. They are so fucking wild and unhinged about shit that's going on that you'll never make true, that I've never said. I know, wireless earbuds. Anna, it's because she got some for Christmas and she can't find one of them. So she wants another set. Cassie loves to read. She loves to read. It's got 18 things on it, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the items are not books. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 out of 18 items. 5, excuse me. 5 out of 18 are not books. they're, they're so freaking cute, though. It's, I mean, I could complain. Yeah.
He's gonna be killed.
Why? Don't say that in Minecraft. Cash.
Stop it, Cash. Thank you, but stop it. Right now. You're done. You're getting blocked.
You're getting blocked, Cash. Kenzie just said. Thanks, but you're getting blocked, Cash. That's what she just said to you. She said you're getting blocked, but thank you. Yeah, smack the dislike, like or the dislike. We don't even give a fuck. Just fucking hit a button. Fucking boot us to the moon. All right, you guys, I really do hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for putting up with me. And thank you for coming back and hearing what I have to say about this stuff and putting up with me. Truly, you could listen to a bunch of people because it's happening to a bunch of us. Like, it's beneficial on all sides. Like, they're hitting every angle. So the fact that you guys are even giving me the time to hear what it's truly going on, I appreciate. I appreciate those of you that take this into other chats when they're like, I don't know what they're talking about, and tell the truth and like, no, this is what's really happening. I really do appreciate you guys because I can't keep up with all this shit, and appreciate you. We thank you so much. It takes a village, and I'm thankful that you guys are mine. So bye, you guys.